everybody. My name is Frankie McDonald. You're listening to SimpCast with Chrissie Mayr. I'm Frankie McDonald.
I don't know if this is real, but thanks for the $10 Sound Horizons. Could you shout out to my friend Nick Gurr? Okay. You got me. He's a huge fan of yours since the Stern days. Nicholas Gurr. Yeah.
So my suggestion to Eliza Bleu is that she gets a job, that she stops threatening YouTube creators. Maybe she should start a YouTube channel where she talks about all of these things that she did and all the famous people that she met in Los Angeles while she was busy not having a job and hoping that she was going to land a rich, famous person. Maybe she should talk about that athlete that she dated, sell stories of him. People do that. It's a more respectable job. Why don't you start an OnlyFans? It's more respectable. All of this is a more respectable job than harnessing the real pain and suffering that some women go through, women and men go through, when their entire lives are stolen from them and they have no way out because they are being sexually trafficked. Honestly, Eliza Bleu, Eliza Knows, Eliza Stephen, Eliza Morthland, whatever it is that you're going by this week or the next, there is a special place in hell for women like you.
Go full screen.
No. Why am I going full screen with a bottle of water?
I'm just take it off. They say water. All right. Now take the lid off. Let's see what it does. Now take it up again.
Oh my God! What are you guys? That is what you
Dale's mind is blown. Dale's mind is blown.
Oh my God.
And then they get so mad when you don't defend people like Johnny Depp or any, you don't go and attack Amber Heard. I'm like, every time I have defended somebody, it has bit me in the ass. I am so tired of defending fake people I don't know on the fucking internet. And I think Tim Pool might be right. Not a one of these people, like Brittany Venti or Chrissie Mayr or any of these people, nobody seems to be a fan of theirs to defend them on anything I've said in my videos. I've had zero consequences for it. So clearly they're probably getting bots to talk about this. Or at least they're getting spammed in their comments and their chat to talk about this crap. And they might not be, like, because I certainly am not smart enough to know when somebody's a bot or not half the time in my chat. So I look and I click and I see if they created the account today, and then I ban them if they did. You just gotta start looking for them. That's what I think.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
The Star Wars Lego set Death Star. But can he chug a sparkling water and not burp? Oh my gosh. What do I do?
Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Who's winning? I don't know. I don't care because it's SimpCast night. Welcome to SimpCast. It is Sunday, February 12th. Brittany Venti's birthday. Free Brittany Venti. This is day, 22 that Venti has been banned off Twitter. Banned, whatever. Suspended, held hostage, whatever you want to call it. My goodness, we got a heck of a lineup. Oh my God, we do have a special guest. This is so unexpected. Oh my God, Dontarius, are you out? You're out in the wild.
I am. It's raining out here. It's raining.
Are you? You're shirtless still. It's winter in New York City. What are you doing without a shirt?
Oh, I gotta stay on brand. At all costs.
I hope staying on brand doesn't lead you to hypothermia.
It's all right. There's worse days to die, things to die from. But speaking of dying, Alex Stein doesn't feel good. He's hanging with his wife. So just know that
Were you supposed to hang out with his wife tonight?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's his turn. Did you believe that?
Yeah, I can't believe that. You should be number one. Dontarius, I saw you made your Blaze. I think it was your Blaze TV debut. For Alex Stein's new show, Prime Time with Alex Stein. I was so excited to see you. How was it?
Oh, that was awesome. I'm so proud of the guy. I'm like, wow, I was there. I was at the first show. And he did amazing. Especially, I didn't know he was such an MC, hip hop guy.
I didn't either. Yeah, I don't know if that rap at the end was totally improvised or what, but I was like, wow, he is white. Are we still saying wigger? I don't know.
I'm not gonna say it.
We can say Uyghur.
Yeah. I have Uyghur friends.
Uyghur, please. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was so proud to see him on there. He did great. He had Marjorie Taylor. I mean, you were obviously the biggest guest of the night, but he also had Marjorie Taylor Greene and Gavin McInnes.
Wow. That's the lineup. I'm honored.
Yeah.
Well, he mentioned I'll be going to Houston, so let's see if I get together with the wife again,
Ooh, when are you going to Houston?
Oh man, the wife got to let me know when she has enough more time for me.
It's hard. It's hard to juggle men, but leave it to Alex Stein's wife. Yeah, I thought Alex Stein's wife was his girlfriend. See, the story is very complicated, Russell Hall. I don't really understand it myself. And Dontarius, you're spelling your name slightly differently than usual. I love it. You always keep us guessing. Did you see this moment, Dontarius? And I'm going to bring Allie Drummond in. Oh, my goodness. Allie's here.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Oh, my God. I'm so glad to see you. And Dontarius, this is Allie Drummond. Dontarius is a little bit of a lady killer here. So your husband better watch out.
Me or Allison?
I'll tell him to be careful. That I'm getting snatched up out here on YouTube.
Oh my gosh, I love your little lit tree in the background. I don't know if you guys caught this moment, Allie. I was talking to Dontarius about Primetime Alex Stein had its inaugural episode on Blaze TV this week, and there was kind of a scandalous moment. This is from Right Wing Watch. Glenn Beck's The Blaze Network gave Right Wing. I love when they put comedian in quotes. They always think that's a sick burn. No, you put it in quotes. No, how will I survive? Right wing comedian Alex Stein, a show, and things seem to have started off great with Gavin McInnes screaming at the audience to put their phones away. And here is Gavin's down.
Oh yeah.
Do not talk to the audience. No, Gavin. That's really breaking the fourth wall. You're the studio audience. You're on your phone. Okay, see, now we have to break the fourth wall. What people is not seeing is that. Sorry, I'm boring you, Gavin. This is my show. Shut up. Okay. We can hear all your chattering. Now we're going off the rails. All right. Most annoying background I've ever been a part of. Okay, Gavin, we're gonna give him a hint of fentanyl, and we're gonna calm him down a little bit. Things are
Chatty crew and the fucking phone bunch. Leave it in your pocket. You're at a show. You're part of the show.
I actually do agree with him. I think security
Holy
needs
shit,
to.
it's so disrespectful. Fuck. Get off your fucking phone.
No, do not talk to the audience. No.
Oh my god, this was so funny. Wow. And comments on this are so funny because so many people are like, "Oh, white man is triggered. This,
no.
you know, oh, this guy, white man." Yeah. White male rage.
He went white Kanye.
Yes.
To be honest, yeah.
Calling him white Kanye right now. But this is typical Gavin.
Yeah, I've been told. Honestly, a lot of shows are boring. I've been able to watch Pearl's live streams in real life and just like online too. There's no way that you could pay me to be on my phone during her shows. They're that entertaining though. So it's just like
Pearl Davis, like, oh yeah, she's the only what other Pearl is on YouTube?
Yeah, I know. She stole the name, huh? But yeah, there's just some shows that are that entertaining. And I just feel like maybe there wasn't enough entertainment value going on here. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Gavin he's a real showman, up until the point where he faked his own swatting. That was a little controversial. A few people didn't love that, but he always knows how to create a moment and always dresses to the nines. And he actually was on 2 episodes in a row. So I always like people, any effort they can put into making formerly banished people kind of mainstream again, like any sort of heavily censored person. Like I was happy to see Alex Jones sort of coming back into the mainstream-ish. I mean, I guess Blaze is not really mainstream, but it's more mainstream than I guess what we're doing right now. So props to Alex Stein. This was a great. I'm so proud of you, dude. Alex Stein will be on later, maybe if he feels up to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna reconsider going live to the studio audience. That meltdown affected me. I'm like, whoa.
What did Gavin McInnes get canceled for?
Oh God, people got upset because he founded the Proud Boys. And the Proud Boys, if you don't know the whole story with that, it was founded basically as a social club, like a drinking group. And it was actually founded at Compound Media. They had gone to or heard a musical. It was Aladdin, and there was a song called Proud of Your Boy, and that's where the name came from. And it ultimately was Gavin trying to give tips to the then booth boy. I think his name was Ben something. And he just was kind of like not very cool. And Gavin was trying to help him dress better and saying, no, don't jerk off, save your loads for a lucky lady. Don't watch porn. Like, just don't be a fuck boy was his advice. And they would just meet up and drink. And they would call themselves the Proud Boys. And then eventually they started helping to escort, conservative or just basically or right-wing speakers to their events, like an Ann Coulter, like a Ben Shapiro or something. I don't know if they ever worked with Ben Shapiro, but I know they, would escort like Ann Coulter to different speaking events, and probably Gavin too. And over time, I think mainstream media just sort of turned them into the answer to Antifa.
Okay. Yeah. I've never personally felt like they were doing anything wrong, but just based off of what I was reading, because groups of people can be annoying for sure, but it never seemed like they were doing anything to anyone who wasn't starting it, basically. That's my understanding. Right. Because I'm from Florida, so they were kind of a big deal in Florida, but that's the last that I remember. So I don't know anything else.
I think their catchphrase is "We don't start fights, we finish them," which I support. Don Terry, what's going on?
Speaking of finish, guys, I gotta get out of someone's car because it's raining out there, and I think they're about to come back to their car. So
you broke into somebody's
car. For having me. And
Don Terry, you're the absolute best. Come by anytime. Find a shirt. Find shelter.
Thank you so much, guys.
Love you, Don Terry. Bye. You're the best. Oh my gosh, love Don Terrius. What
So it's the YouTube dream team, independent media, female led. What's up? How's it going?
What's up? That's us right now. I'm so excited that you're here, Allie. I didn't know if you were like not gonna be able to make it, but it's all good. You're here. You're just in time for me to talk about my comedy dates. Oh my goodness. I know everybody wanted to hear about
Come
this.
to Kansas City. Please do it for me.
I've never been and I would love to go. Ooh, let's get a little music. Yeah. I'll be in Pasadena Thursday, February 23rd at an Elks Lodge. 8:00 show. Oh no. Okay, Pokemon Go is sending me notifications. Then I'm headlining in San Diego Friday, February 24th and Saturday the 25th at the Mic Drop Comedy Club in San Diego. All these California shows. I will be joined by Lila Hart. She will be opening for me at all of these shows. I'm so excited to see her. Then to Staten Island I will go Friday, April 7th, headlining the Reef at Paradise Island. Then I'm off to Jersey, Morris Plains, New Jersey, Saturday, April 8th, headlining Tips Ale House, also known as the Dojo of Comedy. Then I'm back to Dallas, Friday, May 5th, and Saturday, May 6th. I'll be at Hyenas Nightclub, Comedy Nightclub. I just call it Hyenas. I believe Lila Hart will also be opening up for me at these shows as well. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, all different times, so there's no excuse. Then we got Anime Matsuri coming up in August. SimpCast will be at the convention in some form or another the 10th through the 13th of August. That's at the George R. Brown Convention Center. I think you can get tickets. Tickets must be on sale for that now. They're a big organization. Then the same weekend, I'm headlining in Houston at the Secret Group Friday, August 11th. This will be kind of an unofficial after party for Anime Matsuri, because I know a lot of times at these conventions we don't know what to do with ourselves after the convention closes. So get tickets now. All these shows, buy tickets on my website, ChrissieMayr.com. Please and thank you. And I think we're working on a couple more shows. I would love to get to Arizona this year. We're working on Denver with Forest Mommy. And Vegas. Vegas would be nice because I know that F&T meetup is in April in Vegas. I like this dreamy song in the background.
I know. I can't help but dance. I'm big on music on my streams too. I pay a subscription for it.
Really?
I don't pay for a lot of subscriptions, but I definitely pay for an Epidemic Sound subscription, and it makes me want to listen to copyright-free music in real life while I clean my house.
This is nice. Nothing. It's gonna be hard to top Vibrant Thing, but I like this sort of backgroundy. Oh, are you lowering it out? Okay.
Oh, that's Man is Back, huh?
This is Vic Mignogna.
Speak your mind and have some fun. We all want some more.
Ow! Oh, stop it. No more fucking cowbell. We had a very successful charity live stream on Saturday, which was, only yesterday. We raised, our fundraiser was called Eliza Bleu, so let's do it, or so we'll do it, or something like that. And we raised, $2,570 for the Polaris Project, which is an actual sex trafficking charity.
I see.
And it was very exciting because it only took 2.5 hours, but we solved sex trafficking. So very proud of us for that. Thank you to all who donated. Yes, YouTube has a new fundraiser function. So you're able to just click and it goes directly to the fundraiser. And I think YouTube actually sort of boosts it to the top of their algorithm because, good causes and all. Military to Mommy, thanks for the super chat. For the love that is holy, can you please once a month try to have a serious conversation and wear a cow hat and a moon for charity again? I laughed so hard I cried. Also, please go on SimpCast. Oh, thank you. I started to read the super chat, Military to Mommy, and I thought you were gonna shit on me, you never talk about serious topics. But then it came around and I was like, Whew, okay, she's a fan. Yeah, I just happened to have this cow hat. I bought this to celebrate January 6th. I wore this side for January 6th. I just tucked the ears back, and then sure enough, you could use this side for doing the stream. And we all answered the question of, is Eliza Bleu a lol cow? And it turns out the answer is yes. In fact, she is. So it was good. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yes, and I had to moo every time a donation came in. So I was mooing a lot more than I thought.
Really, you should clip that for a soundboard. You mooing.
Yeah. I had to really get guttural with it. I had to be like, moo. Which is bad because I definitely can't. If I end up getting really fat, then I know that that's going to come back and bite me on the ass. What is new before we get into the hot topics of the day, including Megan Fox dumping MGK, that's Machine Gun Kelly. Somebody mistakes partying for murder. I don't know what state that's in. I forgot. We're going to rank Valentine's Day gifts. Also, Megan Hall, the girl that fucked all of her coworkers, that policewoman, she's claiming that she was groomed, and that's why she had to have sex with everybody. We're going to get into why Mersh and Royce from Revenge of the Sis are getting canceled by Turkey. And of course, an Eliza Bleu update. I mean, that's what some of you came here for. But before we get into all that, Allie, how are you? What's new? I'm loving the tree in the background.
Thanks. What's new? Well, I think I'm going to have a baby in 90 days, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. It's not a clump of cells. No, it's not.
Not anymore. It's not.
Shameless plug.
90 days from now, it's the 12th. That brings it. What is that? 3 months?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm in the last stretch.
Okay. So so you're gonna have a Taurus baby.
Yeah, she's
That's
finally
good.
big enough to where she puts her. I don't know what she's putting, but she's putting something in my ribs. Because you feel them moving around a little bit. It's not a big deal. I thought it would be like karate chops. It's not. It's usually pretty weak sauce. But the rib thing, that's really uncomfortable. I'm like, unnecessary, really.
Standing you in the rib. Oh man. On a scale from 1 to 10, how painful is that?
It's not painful at all. It's mostly just uncomfortable. It's like if you had a stitch in your side, but from the inside. That's what that's like. Yeah, so that's what's new for me. I know I'm going on whatever podcast at the end of the month. That's going to be really cool, the 26th, and then probably a couple days after that I'll be there as well. And then that's my last trip. Then I'm done. I'm done networking until my baby is manageable. When we get into the groove, Yeah. So when we get into our groove, then maybe I'll travel again, or maybe I won't. We'll have to see. But yeah, that's what's new with me. And something else. I had some kind of channel come by yesterday. They've got 10 million subs. So we're going to see if they make me look good or if they make me look like clickbait. We're going to see.
Someone came to your house?
Yeah, but it's a 50-50 shot. Like they could make me look like an epic a-hole, or they could make me look like a waifu. So we're gonna have to find out just how clickbait they are.
What was the premise of their visit?
As far as I know, it was about being employed to be a stay-at-home wife, which is, it's not the worst lens, but it's a very materialistic lens, because I went viral with that clip that basically I made an argument that was more materialistic about, hey, you're fine with your boss being on his payroll, but you wouldn't be on a man's payroll, which, neglects the rest of marriage, which is very spiritual, emotional, and romantic. So we're just going to have to see how it turns out. It was good production value from what I could tell. It's very cool. Yeah. And this is the last stretch of the social media situation until things get chill.
Yeah, I think I read Bryson Gray echoing a similar sentiment where he said oh, you'll be submissive to your boss, but the idea of being submissive to your husband creeps out a lot of women, and obviously that triggers a lot of people.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much always going to trigger people, but I get it, because it's a bunch of clickbait people on YouTube that are like, we want submissive women. And it's like, okay, well, what are the leadership qualities that you possess as a man? You can't ask questions. So I get it.
Yeah. You whore. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. All right. Let's see F's in the chat if you feel like Allie is being set up to look bad. I'm just curious because there's a lot of guys who watch. I hope they're not setting you up to look bad because after that Vice piece with Pearl and Sydney, I was like, oh my God. They filmed for like 3-4 hours. It was only 45 minutes long. And I could tell they were trying to make those girls look bad.
Yeah, I was thinking about that because my husband's he's a little bit older than me, so he's like, "What's up with this Chat GPT thing?" I'm like,
I
"Oh,
still have I refuse to learn about it. Like I'm gonna be basically Tim Pool with Eliza Bleu. I refuse to look into it or cover it or learn about it.
yeah." Well, all I know is that it's AI writing, but that it's very leftist. Like super duper leftist. So you're never going to hear a conservative point constructed. It also will not make red pill writing. This is what I've heard. I haven't tried it out yet just because there's some things about the new universe out there that I just don't want to participate in. I'm not ready to be disgusted by technology. So I am avoiding that for the time being.
Yeah. Okay, so we know that it's leftist. I read Michaela Peterson. She posted something like, if you ask it a question about Jordan Peterson, it won't even bring it up because it's like, oh, Jordan Peterson is problematic, and we are not going to repeat his teachings.
That's another word that means nothing now. Problematic. It used to mean something. Now it means what do you even know? What's not problematic is my bigger question.
Okay, now I'm breaking my promise and I am looking into this. Okay, because I know there's probably I can't be the only one who doesn't know what the fuck this is. We've reached peak Chat GPT. What does it even stand for?
I don't know. Good question. Actually, that was the first question I asked.
Penis time. Released at the end of November as a web app by the San Francisco-based firm OpenAI, the chatbot exploded into the mainstream almost overnight. According to some estimates, it is the fastest growing internet service ever, reaching 100 million users in January, just 2 months after launch. Through OpenAI's $10 billion deal with Microsoft, the tech is now being built into Office software and the Bing search engine, stung into action by its newly awakened one-time rival in the battle for search. Google is fast-tracking the rollout of its own chatbot, La MDA. Even my family WhatsApp is filled with Chat GPT chat, but OpenAI's breakout hit did not come out of nowhere. The chatbot is the most polished iteration to date in a line of large language models going back years. Here's how I hope this isn't a long article. All right, it sort of started in the 1980s, 1990s with a recurrent neural network. I don't know what the fuck any of this means. All right.
It's like Skynet, but for writing.
Okay. Neural networks are software inspired by the way neurons in animal brains signal one another. Ugh. Is this like a brain chip? Okay. Oh, okay. In 1997, computer scientists Sepp Horichter and Jürgen Schmidhuber fixed this by investing LSTM, long short-term memory networks, recurrent neural networks with special components, blah, 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 blah. 2017, Transformers. For example, hot dog means very different things in the sentences. Hot dogs should be given plenty of water and hot dogs should be eaten with mustard.
Oh, that's not bad.
Fuck.
That makes sense. Because you would want your dog that was hot to have water.
Yeah. Oh, right. Oh, I thought you meant like when you were boiling a hot dog, you should.
No. So the first one is your hot dog with 4 legs should be given plenty of water, and the second one is hot dog should be eaten with mustard. Yes.
Oh, yeah. God, there's a lot to know. How about no AI? How about we just table the whole thing?
I don't think we can. Yeah, I got a friend. Her man works with AI regulation. Man, they are doing great for themselves. But I think it's just we can't stop it. Try to use it wisely. I've already seen that there's people that are making copywriting brands and businesses off of AI writing. So maybe this is a natural consequence of being past the Industrial Revolution.
Mm-hmm. I don't want them to take our jobs, Allie.
Well, they can take Shane Cashman's job.
I don't know if we can teach robots to simp.
Yes.
I don't know. Okay, neural networks are basically computers that learn. Okay, yeah, I saw Megan. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great movie, by the way. Oh my goodness. Oh shit. Oh, Shane Cashman just tweeted. He just tweeted like 15 minutes ago. Oh boy. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Breaking news. Wow, I have 79,903 subscribers. Can we get to 80? Come on. Don't pressure these people.
No, put some pressure on them. If you're here from my channel, subscribe to Chrissy's channel. She is one of 3 funny women in America. Okay, I'm sorry.
Wow.
One of
High
3.
praise.
Yes, highest of praise.
Okay, this is the latest from Shane Cashman. I am grateful that Eliza trusts me with her story. I am grateful for my readers. I am proud of my work. Well, that makes one of us. I am blessed with these opportunities. There has been no new information brought to light that would sway my belief in her, nor played a role in the removal of the series.
I'm so tired.
What? This is like, he's so good at saying nothing.
Yeah, well, look, man. I'm over the blind defense of mentally ill people and particularly mentally ill women. You don't have to condone unwell behavior. You just don't have to do that. But for some reason, these guys are like running full offense for Lizard Blue, and I just don't understand it.
Lizard Blue?
Because if she was a man, like let's say she was a man and she decided to be this, child X trafficking advocate. And then it started to come out like, oh, well, maybe he wasn't trafficked. These stories are sus. He'd be canceled tomorrow. But because it's a woman, clearly she needs to be defended. I don't understand these people anymore. That grooming story that you're going to talk about, like that's part of the problem, right? I think a lot of words don't mean anything anymore. Words like racist, bigot. Now, unfortunately, X trafficking. Yeah, now it means nothing. What are some other ones? Problematic.
Racist, Nazi, anti-Semitic. I mean, it's like, it doesn't really mean anything anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's just people flail these insults at you and they just want you to shut up. They want to like make you afraid to just voice an opinion.
Yeah. Do you still feel like some of the angry comments that you get or the pushback that you get, like, do you feel like they're real people anymore? I got into a place where I just got so many where I'm like, I question if y'all even exist, to be honest.
I think sometimes when you get angry, you in particular, Allie, I think you are causing folks to have a bit of a paradigm shift, especially women. I think you're pushing up against something that like you really have to like open up your mind to consider.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't do that, it's like you can't take in anything that you're saying. And so I think the people that like, oh, don't want new ideas because I like being the victim, or like exactly the story with Eliza Bleu. You're saying basically she was able to get away with so much more lying and bullshit and holes in her story than a dude would.
Yeah, I think so. But I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, like it sounds crazy, but I actually feel bad for her because
I do too.
Yeah, I just think that she has some sort of mental health problem. I mean, I could say what, but I don't want to like put it online. But when people have to alter reality regularly and protect their ego, that's a really sad and lonely way to live. So I empathize with the situation, but the best way to handle situations like that is to just stop giving those folks attention, because those kind of individuals, they can't tell the difference between bad attention or good attention. So hopefully she gets it together. I will pray for her. Actually, matter of fact, I'm gonna do it tonight. I'm gonna pray for her. There you go.
I think maybe that's Alex's producer. I could be wrong. I'm not sure.
On Tron, right?
I have no idea. Okay, so here's quartering response with the old Jack Murphy beard, which has become the internet's dunce cap. Help, I'm being trafficked by PR firms.
Oh no.
Then you're simply ignoring some of this is Passion Potatoes. She's had a lot of really great contributions to this whole scandal here. Then you're simply ignoring some of Eliza's own words. That's fine. You're homies, but don't gaslight your audience into thinking they just didn't understand your writing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They took down parts 1, 2, and 3. At first it was just part 3, and then later on parts 1 and 2 additionally. And the reason was that the readers what was it? What was the exact language that we couldn't understand it or something?
Misperceived.
Well, it was misperceived. Because we're so stupid. We don't understand writings.
It reminds me of the Biden administration and the CDC when they gaslight the public. It's the same.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Where do I find where this article is? Oh, probably in the read section. All right, I'm gonna share this screen. Oops, he's gone now. Okay. Woo! Okay. They're like, please let some new news come in so we can stop talking about this. Okay, guys, how to survive a perpetual trauma machine. How to survive a psyop and a puff piece. Turns out the way to survive that is by deleting all your shit. Due to the fact that the gonzo journalism style of this series was misperceived by readers, the series in its entirety has been removed. We apologize for any inconvenience. Inconvenience? Oh, you mean like libel? Yes. Part 3 was mostly taken down for mega libel towards Defango.
Huh. Well, I would never take something down and say it was because it was misperceived. I would just say, there were some infactual statements. Like, how are you going to put it on the reader? Be like, you were wrong. Like,
But
what?
If you say that, then you have to admit to being wrong and not doing your job. So,
but that's okay. Like, what? Why can't people just do? I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's why we've been picked. You just when you're wrong, you just say so. That's it, and life goes on. People would honestly, if Tim had. Well, not him. I don't know. If his staff, whatever, they just admitted they were wrong, nobody would have cared in a week. Literally, no one would have cared in a week. It would have been fine. But I guess it's too hard for people.
They're literally the last ones to admit that they're wrong. Ghost Crusaders' new Shane Cashman tweet. Oh, is that? Thank you, Ghost Crusaders. Is that the one that we showed, or is there an additional one? Nick V, does he know that his story was pulled from TimCast? Yes, I'm sure he knows. Yeah, Shane and Defango talked the other day. Griffcast Clubs. Which journalist is going to investigate who actually paid Shane to write that PR for Eliza? I mean, are we ruling it out entirely that he could have done it for free?
Well, I mean, I think there's just so many people that are taking up arms for her that I think that, it could have been done for free. You don't have to pay for that. Remember, we're women. We're always victims, right? So, I mean, you should. I wish there was a way to run an experiment to where I just, made a massive lie just to see who would cover up for me in the comment section.
Oh,
there would be a lot. There would be a lot. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just to see how much you could get away with. Oh my God, that is so crazy. I mean, are you guys still interested in covering the Eliza Bleu story? Oh boy, this I wanted to play from before. I had it queued up and everything. All right, rewind it. Volume up. This is a fantastic meme video by Frank.
I've had this vision a little bit of you coming out to the farm and really seeing what my day-to-day life is like. I just feel like you're so needed right now. I don't know. I look at what comes out of conservative ink, and it's okay. Like, I know people do their thing. It's just so dry. And I feel like you just have a vibe.
Every show, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be really hard. We're going to have to work at this every day, but I want to do that because I want you. I want all of you forever. You and me every day.
I love doing stories like that where I can just.
Do you have any overalls? Do you have any boots? Do you have any slash
My past
boots?
life on the farm where I grew up.
Where
She'll let you deep inside. There's a secret.
Just you had me at hello.
She'll let you in her car.
I love you so much, Shane.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
I love you so much. I think you have a creative mind. And I told Shane one time, I said, I firmly believe that I had this feeling in my gut. I said, I need to ask Shane to take my picture and write an article because I have a feeling his work will end up being Warhol-esque in a way where it's, I'm serious.
Thank you.
Wow. I mean, I'm sure he got his hands on some slosh boots, but not in the way that we all know. I've never even heard of slosh boots.
Wow. I feel like that was accurate. I mean, okay, here's the thing. Let's say none of these things did happen. It's just the only logical explanation. Why else would you run offense to this degree other than you think she's cute and you got a shot, right?
Do you think it's okay? So now we talk about how, like, women have an advantage because people will buy their bullshit. Sometimes if they're pretty, they can just bat their eyes. Like, I was talking to guys on Twitter in the thread. They were like, yeah, well, it's kind of sucks because a lot of a man's impulse is to protect and to look after someone, especially if they're like big doe eyes and they're like, I'm a victim. It's like she definitely manipulated an innate sense in men. It's one of the things that makes them great. But by sort of the same token, do you feel like it's kind of unfair to be like, oh, Eliza's a girl, Shane's a guy. Obviously, there was sexual tension. Are we being unfair? I mean, that was a very funny clip, but it's kind of undeniable. Like, it's hard to tell if Eliza's just incredibly complimentary. I've noticed to men that she's on podcasts with, and men are often not complimented enough in general. So anytime they get it, they just sort of slurp it up. And no, everyone likes hearing compliments. She complimented my ass when we were not my ass, but we were, she was saying all the right things that made me want to be her friend. So
No, I don't think it's
unfair about the possible sexual tension here.
No, I don't think we're being unfair. Maybe if he was a Giga Chad, like if he was Leonardo DiCaprio, we'd be like, nah, no. But he's not. So I don't think it's unfair. I mean, I do it too when even the liberal dudes, if I work with progressive dudes or liberal dudes, like I'll stroke their ego a little bit just because it makes the business interaction a little bit easier, right? I just try not to be unethical about it. I'm just trying not to get raged at by a leftist dude. Or no, actually, yeah, that's what it is. I'm just not trying to get raged at by any guy. So, I'll lend a compliment. I try to compliment on the things that I mean. That way it's not a lie, right? That it's a legit compliment. But it's a, standard, fair business practice. I think she might have taken it a little bit too far. But if he was a Giga Chad, my opinion would be different. But he's not.
Really?
So, yeah.
How would that be different?
Well, men who have a lot of options, like it's not that they
like
treat
women
more like, probably. I think men who have options treat women more like people. I don't know how to explain that, but basically they don't have.
They put them less on a pedestal.
Yes. Yeah. There's no unreasonable expectations, and they're still really cool coworkers. And if you
probably because. If you're a guy, it might not have anything to do with your looks. It could be your confidence. It could be how often you put yourself out there. But if you have a woman that's being nice to you and you're like, oh my God, this could be a thing. It's almost like it's like a rabbit. You don't want to scare them away. And then you kind of treat them maybe more special than they deserve at that point in time. And kind of put them up on a pedestal. Like, oh, don't say anything to blow it. Whereas men who can get it whenever are like, oh, hey, I just need 50 copies of this.
Yes, actually, yes, precisely.
Interesting. Marcus Henry, thanks for the super chat. He could have done it for the cheeks, not the checks, but the cheeks,
or a chance at the cheeks, which is that's the bigger problem. That's
hey, aren't we all looking for the chance for cheeks? Thank you, Ghost Crusaders, for the 20. I think Tim had it pulled because he knows she is full of pure doo-doo. And she used Shane and Tim to write a puff piece on her. Now they just rather remove it entirely and be done with it. Tim will never bring it up again. I could see that happening. I could see them just fully embracing whatever news comes through. And I thought at one point maybe they would issue a correction or have a different version of the article come out. But my God, who would even read it or trust it at this point, even if there were going to be something else to come out? Gojira. Shane responded to the removal on Twitter. He knows. Oh, he knows. Nirenelmed. That's not a word.
Nirenol MD. It's a doctor. It's a dog doctor.
It's a doctor. It's a Shiba Inu. I think, or a mix. Eliza is hostile to all women asking questions of her. Yes, hence the asking for strong men. That's why the journalist should have been a woman. Shane didn't have a chance unless he was gay.
Oh, they'll still flame you if you're a woman. I get flamed regularly. just for not being a feminist. They're like, what's wrong with you? You don't feel like you're betraying your kind. I'm like, bold of you to assume I get along with these chicks in the first place. Okay, bold of you to assume. So yeah, I don't think anybody covering that would have been safe.
Speaking of women acting like victims, thank you, Gorgeous Mayhem. I like Sydney Watson and will continue to watch her stuff, but her lawsuit is total crap. Read the whole thing. I didn't read the whole thing, but from what I did read, it just sounded like it was a personality conflict. And maybe they shouldn't have been paired together to do a show.
Yeah, chemistry matters. Like y'all have to actually be able to get lunch
Yeah.
together. You know what I mean?
Because this is why there's fewer female comics, because like if I were not comfortable with guys drinking on the job, guys making inappropriate jokes, guys making racist jokes, guys being making misogynistic jokes, like I wouldn't last 4 months in the comedy world. So for me, all that stuff is no big deal. But again, it's all about like intent and maybe, reading body language and sort of like checking in with each other. I mean, that's kind of like a work marriage, it's kind of each other's job to make sure they're checking in with the person and making sure like everything's cool. Everyone's comfortable. So, Daniel Jagger, would Alex consider dressing up as Frank Luntz and trolling Kevin McCarthy next time he's in DC? Is it bad that I don't know who Frank Luntz is?
I don't know who that is either.
I'll save that for when he's on. I want to believe Don Terrius left a gift on the seat. Oh God, like a butt sweat.
Who is Don Terrius? Like, what was that?
His name is Esteban, also known as Tino Romero. He's a stand-up comic. He's been working in New York City for 15, 17 years. And his kind of big break was, I think he ramped it up during the pandemic, but basically he pretending to be homeless. Sorry if I'm ruining this for anybody, but he would do these have these viral moments in the subway. Like there was this one clip where he chased a man and tackled him into the subway tracks. Like it looks super dangerous, but it's also hilarious.
That
like
is so nuts.
Once you know it's a joke, it's hilarious. But he's just, he really has the perfect homeless physique. So a lot of people buy it. When he went with Alex Stein to Barstool Sports, like he did his classic like Band-Aid over his eyebrow, no shirt, and he has like his boobs are like my size, so he's just a very juicy boy. He's full figured, and he makes a lot of people feel uncomfortable because and now Alex has taken him on the road a little bit to different protests and to DC. I know for one, like he had him I think in front of the White House for like a Ukraine, not protest, but like pro-Ukraine rally. Small, and basically Alex Stein like brought Don Terrius like, oh, what about Don Terrius? Do you think he should get some money? And then Don Terrius is just like jiggling his cup like in the guy's face. And he makes people feel uncomfortable because he really does look homeless, and most people don't want to.
I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking that. I was like, why does Chrissy have a homeless man on the stream?
You're like, how does this homeless man have Wi-Fi and a phone? Russell Hall, I'm not sure Don Terrius is pretending to be homeless. He was. That's just not like, it's the whole shtick. I'm not calling him homeless.
I didn't. No, have whatever shtick you want. I've dressed up before. I've dressed up as a man. I've identified as he, him before. And that's also how I found out the trans people were kind of off their rocker, because I got
really?
Yeah.
You went undercover?
No, I did a couple of live streams. I have an alter ego. It's my alpha male, my red pill alpha male. I have him come on sometimes and he just, roasts women. I don't know. It's fun and satirical, but it's like, I don't know why other women haven't done it like to that degree. I'm really good at it. And I can tell that there's something off with the trans folks because of this. Cause I got too in character. I was believing it because I was getting roasted in my comments and I was like getting ready to ban people, but I'm like, wait. I'm in character. They're not really insulting me. It's fine. Let the comments stay.
Wow.
But yes, it's been fun.
We talk about like negative comments you get and how many, you push buttons, you kind of like
Mhm.
cause people to sort of change their belief on certain things. But have you ever gotten any positive message, or do you ever feel like you're getting through to women? Because I am from watching your content, I feel like you're trying to get through to like younger women, like women in their 20s. And it's so hard because when I was in my 20s, I didn't listen to anybody. I don't want to hear anybody's advice. Like it all to me sounded like, oh, it sounds like you're trying to stop me from having a good time. Although I didn't really have anybody sit me down and be like, okay, like if you continue on this hoe path for X amount of years, here's where you'll be at emotionally, mentally.
Yeah. I get like mostly positive comments. Like, and I get heartfelt emails too. And I've had women call in as well. I've had women comment, I would get divorced if it wasn't for your content. I have had,
wow.
Yeah, I've had multiple women have emailed me and said, hey, you helped me get married. I've even had men be like, you know what? Upon reflection and hindsight, I have finally decided to marry my baby mama. I am like, yes, go ahead, get out there. But the one I think that broke my heart the most, because the thing is, housewives and stay-at-home moms are very, very, very lonely, and they're not represented in media at all. And that's the state of our culture right now, because if you think about it, we will often fall in love and we'll move and we'll have babies. So we don't really stay home like we used to if we ever did in America. I'm not old enough to like reflect on the past, but like
me neither.
Yeah. So in Italy, it's not uncommon to live in a house with 3 generations, but that's pretty uncommon for America. So if you do decide to stay home and raise kids, whether you're on the left or on the right, you're going to be pretty lonely. And when's the last time you saw a sitcom where a mom was a housewife and was fulfilled and enjoyed taking care of her family? Not at all. So
no, they're portrayed very negatively. Like they're just watching Real Housewives all day, eating junk, gossiping. I mean, I feel like that's what Facebook has entirely morphed into now, just like a gossip site for moms. But here's what's been happening is like the boomer parents retire. They want to downsize. They're like, fuck all this. Fuck our big house and our expenses. I'm going to Florida. I'm going to North Carolina. I haven't sensed a desire from most boomer parents to want to stick around and help raise grandkids.
Oh gosh, I get that all the time. Because I'm very pro-life. And they're like, what would you do if your daughter got pregnant on accident? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I'm gonna help her raise the baby because that's my
accident. What, you tripped and fell on a dick? Like, oh my God.
Yeah, I know. But the one that got me the most was a mom called in, and she got pretty emotional really quick. She said she was a stay-at-home mom for twins. She did that for 12 years, but one of the twins was special needs, and she just felt so happy that she had content that like spoke to her, that she agreed with and stuff like that. So like, am I trying to get to young women? I mean, in a sense, if they're curious, they're going to look. I think that I do have marriage-minded women that show up on the platform. But a lot of the women who show up too, they're in their late 20s and they're in situationships. So they're with roommates. Yeah. Well, they have a boyfriend who's been cohabitating with her for a long time, and she doesn't know why he won't propose. And I'm like, girl, you either going to have to, say something or like break up, and they don't really want to hear that. But I'm trying to talk to all women because I get roasted a little bit because they're like, you've only been married for a year. I'm like, fabulous. However, I have colleagues that I bring on the platform that have been married 10 years, 18 years, 20 years, 33 years, and they come on and they give advice. So it can't all be bad, y'all. Can't all be bad. But yeah, I like it. It's a fun channel. It's cozy.
Good. I like a cozy channel. And I think I hate that the perception from men is fuck this. Even in the chat right now, I see some guys that are like, I'm not safe if I get married. There's very much a fear that they're going to be taken for all their worth, and now we hear stories of wives and mothers like using the kids as pawns, and now with this trans shit going on, like literally, oh, I'm going to divorce you and trans the kid, and if I go to somewhere like California, I don't need your say at all. So I think all of those factors add up to very much turning men off of wanting to do marriage.
Yeah, I mean, so I understand they have reasons to be afraid. The courts are horrible. However, it's one of those things where if you're that guy to her and you're both willing to do the work, I think you could get through anything, you know? Like it's hard to work through disagreements with somebody if you can't stand how they look naked. So I think that that's the biggest reason. Yeah, I think that's the biggest reason why women are divorcing. I don't care what anybody says because I have seen women go through hell and high water for a guy that was that guy to her. And there's women that will stay married to a man 20, 30 years. Like she could take half of his net worth, but he means more to her than that. So I get where the fear is coming from. But I mean, honestly, a lot of times I just think it's cope. Like, but I go out of my way on purpose to socialize with people that have happy marriages, like the wife. So in order for me to interview a wife on my channel, if I socialize with her, she basically has to speak very highly and joyfully of her husband. And if she does that, I'm like, oh, okay, this is legit. Yeah, because a lot of women, they're like, oh, yeah, I'm married, no big deal. And I'm like, oh, you're never coming on. It's never going to happen.
I don't know, socially kind of trendy, though, to shit on your husband or boyfriend. Like, and I was a kid who grew up watching Married with Children with at least like my dad or the whole family would sit around and watch it. And it just was kind of the deal. And that echoed my parents' relationship as well. I'm like, oh, they resent each other. They barely tolerate each other. I was laughing so much at a Tim Dillon snippet I heard because he's talking about how he's been to like Red Lobster 300 times. Like he's been to all these restaurants so many times. And he said, I would go to these restaurants because my parents were like divorcing or gonna get divorced and they couldn't stand each other, so each of them would take me to a restaurant to get away from the other, and that just sounds kind of like, I mean, my parents never got divorced, but it's probably because they couldn't afford it and they can't figure out their passwords enough to create a dating site for themselves. And just it took me years to realize like not every marriage is your parents' marriage, and it's gonna be like you're not signing up for a lifetime of resentment.
Oh yeah, I mean, I had, I felt some type of way too. I was like, obviously, this is just never gonna work. But you know what, people? This is okay. The biggest piece of advice that I ever got that blew my mind, I don't know why it blew my mind, is from my friend. He's 35. He's been married 10 years, 2 kids.
Wow, textbook, like perfect timing. Look at him. That's like 1950s timing.
Oh yeah. But the wife actually, she almost died in childbirth, so that was nuts. Yeah, she's all good now. She's totally cool. But
did one of the kids have a big head or something?
No, there's just this thing where you can run out of clotting factors while you're giving birth, so you bleed out. Yeah, it's like it's a big deal, right? But the biggest thing that he told me, he was like, look, you know, it could take years for you guys to get on the same page. And I was like, what?
What?
Yeah, I was like, I'm sorry,
years?
He's like, yeah, years. But when I found out it's like that it's a really, really long project, I was like, oh, okay, this helps a lot with basically just, you know, being able to ride the bad times and then enjoy the good times too. And I'm telling y'all, because I get DMs behind the scenes. Marriage is wild. You would think that your friends don't have issues. They got like 3, 4, 5 of them. Okay. It's nuts. So yeah, I like the people that give me intel. It's been super helpful.
Russell Hall, thanks for the super chat. Most guys would still risk marriage if they just risked getting cleaned out. The risk of being shackled to permanent life-crushing debt is the killer. Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Guys that get into relationships with women, a lot of the times they're going to end up getting married because she's going to pressure him and he's going to submit and he's just going to marry her anyway, which is unfortunate, which I don't recommend. Like, you should do it because it's like it feels better to do it than it does not to do it. You know what I mean? It's very natural. You're engaged.
I am.
Interesting SimpCast episode. Hi, this is the Cupid's Hour.
We're like simping for monogamy. We're simping for marriage today.
How does it feel to be picked?
It's oh my God, it's so gay. No, it did feel different because it's like I figured like, oh, I've been with this person like 7, 8 years. Like I didn't expect to feel any different, but it was like a magical moment. Like I was totally surprised with the proposal. It was like the most awesome time to do it. I was not expecting it. It was after like one of the biggest events I'd ever done. I was hosting at the Beacon Theater. It was like this top moment of like, oh my God, like this is just like things are happening. And I was so surprised. It was so great. And like, it's crazy. Like, I just feel like we have gotten so much closer, like really since the pandemic, like very much. And that's where, when you say, oh, it takes years to get on the same page, like, yeah, I totally feel that. Cause like, I don't know. I was going through a lot. My grandmother died, then my mom died, then it was the pandemic. So
Facts.
he's
Like I feel like
he's seen me through a lot of messy times for sure. Benjamin, run, Frank, run. He still has a few months to get out if he wants.
No, I don't think he's going anywhere. He edits too much. The edits are too, he's putting in way too much time, effort, and energy into these intros to leave.
I mean, I would be fucked too. I'd have to hire like 2 or 3 more people. I'd be like, okay, I need a thumbnail person, I need an intro maker, I need a YouTube person. Ghost Crusaders, yo, Chrissy, who edits your intros for you? Yes, it is Frank. He makes the intros.
Look at that.
He's the best. Yeah. Yeah, but it is nice, and it definitely like it's definitely this feeling of like, ooh, you're leveling up in a way that feels new and deeper, and I didn't expect it. I just, I was very jaded on marriage for a very long time.
Oh yeah, it's what you get the ring, and then all of a sudden you just like, everything has to be done with the left hand. You gotta take pictures.
I've always liked jewelry, and like I would also like if I liked jewelry, I'd just buy it for myself. I was never somebody who was like, this is what my ring is gonna look like, this is what my wedding is gonna look like, and it's like it's all happening before you even have a boyfriend. Like that. There's so many girls I went to high school with in college who were like that. They had it all planned out except for the guy part, and I just always had stuff to focus on. Like I was a competitive athlete for a huge chunk of my life, like growing up, and then got into stand-up and then started podcasting. So I've always had like a major commitment, which has helped me not be somebody who's always been like, oh, a guy is going to fulfill me, a guy is going to make me feel whole and complete. I've always felt like my accomplishments do that. So
no, I get you. I think it takes a while.
Like,
yeah,
very neat.
Go ahead.
I think that's what's kept me from being needy and coming at it from a healthy place. Like, oh, I'm looking for somebody who I can feel like a partnership with, and we can work on our goals together. Who wants help to help me reach my goals? We're kind of like growing and building together, rather than someone who's like, oh, I need to have all my good feelings come from you, all my fulfillment, that's a lot to expect. One person is not going to give you all of it's very unfair to put that on one person. There's certain things that you can only get from girlfriends. There's certain feelings you can only get from like working out and taking care of yourself. There's certain things that you can only get from like, oh yeah, just go through your whole wardrobe and take out the frumpy clothes and then get ones that are better. So yeah.
Yeah, I think if you don't have a whole lot going on for yourself as a woman, that it does put a lot of undue pressure on men. It's like, congratulations, guess what? You have been selected. Yes. By the way, okay, you need to be my therapist. Also, you need to pay the rent. By the way, you have to leave the toilet seat down. Yeah. On top of that,
I will take out the garbage, help me with half of the chores. Which
just do everything. Yeah. I'm just gonna show up for the sex. That's it. Like, you gotta do it all.
Yeah. And then eventually I will just lay there because I was very pretty throughout my whole life, and I didn't learn how to work my.
I'm dead. I love that joke. Actually, there's a joke about, well, my mom, somebody didn't teach me such and such, right? And then it's like, well, your mom didn't teach you how to give head, but you did your own. Yeah, it's a joke when women are like, nobody ever taught me, and they're like, well, your mom didn't teach you that one,
right? You figured it out, you hoe. I think I saw that video. Oh my god, it made me laugh so freaking hard.
It made me laugh too. Yeah, very true.
There is a video. Let's see here. What's this? Oh yes. There's a woman on Twitter who's been doing very wonderful work, some deep dives on Eliza Bleu. Yeah. Shout out to some bitch I know on Twitter. This is a blog from Eliza Bleu, Life of Video Vixen. How did you become a video vixen? Part 1. Hello, my name is Eliza Seep. As of right now, I am sitting here listening to The Weeknd in deep contemplation as to how I'm going to break it to my mother that I want to be a video vixen. Seriously, How do you tell your mother? What year was this put out?
Lord, I hope.
2013 or something?
Oof, that's the stuff that scares
Seriously.
me.
How do you tell your mother that you want to be an urban model, a hip hop honey, or eye candy professionally? God, none of these are jobs. I guess I should call her and rip it off like a band-aid. Oh boy. Okay, where does this take us? This takes us to the full-length blog. Am I gonna encounter nudes if I click?
I
on
hate that
this?
about Twitter because you know I was on Twitter for a long time before I found out that there was prawn on it, and then I was like, wait a minute, what? Y'all just have naked people on here? It's like, since when?
Yeah. Yep. Wow. Okay. Here we go. So does this tell us when this was? I said printed. When was this published? What year? If you haven't already, you should check out the about.
She's gonna jump on the stream.
She's gonna jump. Who?
Some
bitch I know. Oh my God! Wow. Oh, how exciting! She'll be here in a few minutes.
Yay!
Oh, okay. Wow. I always love a deep diver to come on the show. If you haven't already, you should check out the about page that lives on this blog. Remember blogs, guys. It might give you a little bit of a better idea of where I'm coming from. The truth is that for the past month, I have taken on becoming my own modeling agent. Okay. We now call that OnlyFans. That within itself is not all that unusual. It's the type of model that I am trying to become that actually makes the story rather juicy. I am breaking into one of the smallest and hardest parts of modeling that pays no mind to the idea of the stereotypical model ideal. What does that even mean? Oddly enough, I have actually had a great response thus far and have been able to tick a few things off my bucket list as a result. Well, that was great and all, but now I want bigger and I want better, not just for me, but for video vixens as a whole. She spelled whole wrong. My plan as of right now is to flip this part of the industry on its head. Does she think she's the first like full-figured blonde white girl to be a video vixen? She's speaking like she thinks that. My plan as of right now is to flip this part of the industry on my head, to break the mold from the norm. Why? Because I want to, and I know that I can. And I don't want to work at the bank. The best part is that I can do it with class and dignity. We're still waiting for these two things, while still being able to look at the industry as a business and myself as a brand. This is like she's said so many words, but said so little things.
Oh yeah, women. No, I'm sorry.
One of our strengths.
Hello.
X-ray girl is here.
Sorry, I'm late.
No, don't worry about it. Wait, we should play the entry music. Welcome to the stage.
More for that song.
I like that. This is like a stripper. It's like a strip club here.
I did think I should have been on a poll for that, but you know, it's okay.
X-ray girl, we are going over, and if you're tired of Eliza Bleu, I apologize, but we are going over an old blog of hers where she is just really elaborating on how desperately she wants to be a video vixen and how she thinks she can just do it herself. I haven't read anything in here yet about being trafficked, having a pimp, having a boyfriend who's controlling or making you do things.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't she make you miss Superhead? She makes me miss Superhead like a lot.
Superhead.
You remember Superhead? She was a Corinne Steffens. She was a video vixen in the 90s. She ended up marrying some rich Korrine, right? Steffens. Oh no. I'll put it in the chat for you guys. But yeah, so Superhead, she was a video vixen. She ended up marrying a rich simp that used to be in sitcoms in the 90s. I can't remember which one. Poor guy.
Steffens.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it didn't seem like she ever like cried about it. From what even now, you know, I know she's trying to like turn over a new leaf, but really she's still pro ho basically. And now she gives relationship advice. I don't know why. She also changed her name to, I think, Olivia Overton, maybe.
Yes, Elizabeth Ovison.
Oh, Elizabeth Ovison. That's her new name. She, you know, was the OG video vixen champ who just did it with a smile and didn't try to grift off of trafficking. So shout out to her.
Wow. Okay, Elizabeth Ovison. Guess what? She's pregnant. As of
hell no,
6 weeks ago. Look at her, girl. Yes, girl. Elizabeth, see, she was smart. She changed her name all the way instead of just her last name. Elizabeth Ovison, formerly known as Corinne Steffens, has announced she is expecting her second. Okay, what does she talk about from her time as a video vixen?
She wrote a book. That was the big deal. She was like one of the first ones that did it, I think.
Oh wow.
I'll find out for you.
Okay, this was a bad article. I should have never pulled it up. It was not good. It did not give me the info I needed.
Yeah. She's actually, this is so what you know what's crazy about it? She's a New York Times bestselling author. So she just came out and did like exposés and just full tell-alls, right?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Of that industry. That's pretty cool because you probably wouldn't hear about it ever.
X-Ray Girl has a show on YouTube here called Poor Choices with the wonderful Tug. I almost said that Umbrella Girl.
I mean, it would work. But yeah.
Because you're an expert in poor choices. What do you think? What do you make of this whole Eliza situation? Are you sick of it? Have you... Oh, hi, Nina.
Hi, Nina.
Have you explored it much?
Just what I've heard on streams. I think when you're caught in a lie and you keep digging yourself further and further, it's just gonna look even worse for you. And you know, it's better to tell the truth because the truth will come out, and it seems to be coming out already.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I just think she's so deranged. Like she thinks that like her truth is the truth. You know what I mean?
And she's making up new definitions that I've never even heard of, but that's something that a lot of delusional people do.
Yes. Okay. So you get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Is this a leftist thing or is this just a delusional person thing?
I think it's delusional because I don't know anything about her politics, but do you guys know?
She claims to be libertarian. That's part of the semi-viral clip of her where she was like, oh, if a child wants to have sex with an adult, all of the teachers and parents and priests will get together and decide if that child is mature enough to have sex with that adult. Like, it was a horrible...
I'd really like to get Eric July's take on that.
That would be good. That would be good.
Hi everybody.
Oh my god, you're so fresh faced and like gorgeous today. You have like no
Thank you.
makeup on and you're like
No.
glowing.
Barely any makeup, just a little
Wow.
bit. I was just chilling, doing gaming streams.
It's that Hogwarts Legacy glow.
Yeah, it was like 5
That's what you
hours.
have? Maybe I need to start playing.
It's fun, man. It's fun. It's good times. But oh my god, dude, this morning I saw the whole thing with TimCast, like removing the articles. Like I was like, whoa, what the hell's going on? Like that was crazy. That was a crazy update.
Yes, they were, especially the third one, libelous. I guess they realized all of them together just.
So I guess he's not dropping part 4.
Good one.
Part 4 is I'm switching careers.
Do you think he's gonna get fired? Do you think Tim's gonna fire Shane?
I have no idea.
No. He seems like like too nice. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't think he would do that, right? I can't judge too harshly, but I just think that his friend should have kidnapped him and took him on vacation by now. He should have taken Tim Pool to the Bahamas. Like, what are his friends doing? I would like to think that if Brittany was going off doing the absolute most on Twitter, well, she can't these days, right? I would just think like if she was going off, Chrissy would show up like bang, 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 get in the car, we're gonna go shopping. But nobody's done that for Tim. Somebody saved Tim.
Someone needs to
Poor
take him
Timmy.
shopping. Right. It's hard when you're a guy. You can't be like, we're going to go get a massage or like, we're going to go work out or like, yeah, we're going to go shopping or like, hey, we're going to go beanie shopping. Get in the car. Tim.
Needs a new beanie.
Yeah. Come on. Any color you want, not just black. I imagine his closet just looks like all gray and black shirts.
Yeah, like
all like beanies hung up with like clips on hangers, and then there's like a row of beanies.
Do you
a row of shirts?
Do you think he has those, or do you think he has those creepy mannequin heads with like beanies?
I was
on
thinking
each
mannequin
side?
head, where it kind of displays. Maybe it's even his face, so he knows what it'll look
my
like.
God,
when it's on.
yes!
That's where he spends his
Yes.
money on just like molded like versions of his own face. It's like like Tim mannequins with beanies on them.
Because he's such a narcissist.
Tim number 2. How was your day? He talks to them every morning and like feeds them. That's funny. Who needs real friends with friends like you? You're right, Tim number 2. They're all just jealous.
Yeah, it says like Tim number 1. It's like, you know that thing? It's like thing 1, thing 2. It's like Tim 1, Tim 2.
Tim 2.
That's funny.
Magic Squid, thanks for the super chat. What are the odds that there are secret messages in the Shane Cashman article that no one has discovered yet? Maybe we're all too stupid to understand. We didn't perceive it the right way, so it's possible. Wow, Nina, you're getting marriage requests in the chat.
Oh, I'm already taken. Thank you, though.
Uh-oh. Really, you don't want to deal with this guy right here with the almost unibrow?
Ivana. No, I don't wanna.
Ivan, that's a cartoon.
Is this a panel of pygmies? Yeah, X-ray girl. I mean, I don't know what you tell about your personal life, but you're presumed to be taken. I think I recall, right?
Yes, married as well.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, guys. Yeah, there you go.
Oh my God.
You can get a man to love you, and you can stream on YouTube at the same time.
There you go.
Finish line. Now we can get.
Oh my gosh.
fat.
52 left, guys.
Wow.
If you haven't subscribed, let's get to 80K.
Let's get to 80. Wow, I never thought this would happen. I never thought I would see the day that I would get to 80. Wow, guys. All right. Are you guys, this is good because we're all in relationships. And do you guys still celebrate Valentine's Day? It's coming up. It's on Tuesday. Do you guys feel like it's a money trap? They're taking advantage of you? Or do you feel like, this is a nice time to acknowledge our love?
I'm going to skip out on Valentine's Day. On Valentine's Day, I don't mind celebrating on a different day if we do want to celebrate, but we usually go out for like dinner twice a month. So just kind of fell in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've always been like, my husband and I always kind of like skated over Valentine's Day. It's never been like a huge thing for us either. Like, it just feels so like, I don't know, corporate-y. Like, I'm not too down with a corporatism. I mean, I'm all about Christmas when it comes to corporate stuff. So it's like, I got that one holiday and I'm fine with that. Like, I'll go with a corporate sellout Christmas situation. That's fine. Same with Halloween. But like, February, I'm like, I've already spent so much money on Christmas. Like a month late, 2 months later, like I'm not doing this. No. But you want to see what my husband got me for my birthday?
Yes.
Oh, it's gone. It's gone. It's not here.
Also, like,
oh no.
I'll go get it. We'll get it.
I'm really trying to not, like be a person who eats candy now because I'm trying to get svelte for a certain life event. But every February V-Day season, I freaking pound a bag of these.
I have never heard of that.
Holy shit. There's something about these cherry hearts, and it doesn't have to necessarily be this brand. There's something about I go nuts. I turn into like a ravenous dog and I won't stop till the whole bag is gone. Like I'll put like 5 in my mouth and like they'll all get stuck in my teeth. I'm just like, they're so good. Like I go back to like my college binge eating days.
Oh, cool. That's pretty.
All right. Enough about me.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, that is cute. Look at that.
Wait, what are we looking at? What was the reason for this? Ooh.
Because he's just spent a bunch of money on this thing anyway. So I'm not doing Valentine's Day right after this. I'm like, where's my other jewelry for Valentine's Day? Let's go.
Oh, do we have who has joined the stream? Is that some bitch I know, or is this someone else? Do you know, Frank?
Oh. Some bitch I know.
All right.
Yeah, my camera just died, so give me just a second. But I'm here. Hi. Absolutely
it's so
crushing
fun.
it.
It's so fun to have like new people jump on the show.
Surprise.
Hello, some bitch I know from Twitter.
Hi. Sorry, like my camera literally just died, but I'll be right there, I promise.
Okay. You need a moment. I can put you back in the underground.
I mean, it's fine. That's just that's not what I look like typically.
Can I while we wait for her camera to work, Chrissy, can I share something kind of really funny?
Yes.
So I don't know if you guys know, a little event happened tonight. It's called the Super Bowl.
Oh yes,
right.
I'm familiar.
So I don't have a TV. And so I was, I always go into YouTube afterwards so I can check out the halftime show. And this year, I went to check out the halftime show. And so Fox News has it uploaded, and I was like, oh okay, let's check this out. It's the freaking Fox News. And
You're
like
kind
they
of getting
have it, but it's just like
you cut out a little.
it's got this screen here. Let me pull it up because there's no way that I can explain
Pull it
it. Now,
up.
would you get hit on this? I don't know if you would get hit on this if I actually played a little bit of it.
Oh, don't worry.
Ooh.
Lizard Blue is gonna take on the stream anyway, so don't.
Okay, you can play it. We'll fight it.
Okay. Let me get this. Hold on one second.
Yeah. So I'm gonna peace out. I'm gonna go cuddle with my husband. But I wanted to leave. Thank you. I wanted to leave the audience with some wisdom.
Yes.
If you wait until the day after Valentine's Day, the chocolate is 50% off.
Yes.
Everything is 50% off. So just celebrate it on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There you go.
No shame in that. And you can get her double. You can get her double the snacks.
Exactly. See you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. We love Allie.
So I went on the Fox the Fox News stream or whatever, and it was like, like here it is. And it turns out that it's all covered. I'm just gonna share my YouTube screen because I can't find that thing anymore. But or my Twitter feed because I recorded it off there. And it was like it was the most bizarre thing because you had this lady here, like she's like the
Hold on, what is this about? I'm so lost.
it's
I
the
swear to
Super
God, I've been
Bowl,
listening.
it's the halftime show.
It's the halftime
You're talking
show.
about Rihanna?
Yeah. And like the lady, like the other lady, she's like doing the dance. Okay, this doesn't look good on here. It looks way different on the cell phone. Let me get it. I'll find this.
I love
I'll find this.
Juggalo John. Valentine's Day is
Oh my
is a
God.
trick by Big Scorpio to make more Scorpios. Yeah. I love that.
If we're talking about chocolate, I really like the Easter eggs with the candy shell chocolate. Those are my favorite.
Ooh.
I just
can
broke
eat
down
those.
today and bought some like chocolate covered strawberries. That's like my crack. Like that and the red juju hearts. Like dipped in dipped in white chocolate I like better than dipped in regular
because
chocolate.
it's sweeter.
I just love chocolate covered strawberries.
Oh my God, why are they so good?
So good, man.
I'm just gonna you don't even and like Prosecco, fuck champagne. You don't need to spend on champagne. Just get
I
some
like Prosecco more.
Yeah, it's better. It's better for you. I just made that up. Hello, Elle.
Hi.
Call you.
I can't. My name is Lauren. I can't get my lighting right,
Lauren.
so we're just gonna have to.
No, you look great. It's very subdued. It's muted and chill.
Well,
Yeah.
I was playing video games in the dark. Oh shit, my camera's like dying again. Okay, well, cool. Awesome. Well, I'll just
Oh no!
literally. All right. It has to charge for like a sec. I swear. All right, give it just a second. But I'm here.
Do you prefer Elle or Lauren?
Either one. I went by Elle. I used to work in the like private sector, and when I did, I didn't want to get doxxed and fired, and so I went by Elle, and then I ended up getting doxxed and fired. So now it's like I still go by Elle, but it's just kind of more because that's what I went by for so long. So
Fox removed the video that I was talking about. But basically what happened was it was really funny because they had the sign language person in another screen right next to Rihanna, and she was like going nuts, and she's like, bitch better have my money, and she's like going crazy. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. And I was like, these sign people are getting out of control.
Make a wish or something. Maybe she knew one of the producers. They're like, oh, we got to highlight this girl because her dad donated a lot of money or something.
Maybe. It was bizarre.
all right.
Okay,
Give me 2 seconds. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Technical difficulties. Matt Scroggins chocolate covered cherries are better than chocolate covered strawberries. Okay, I've never had a chocolate covered.
I've never had that.
All right,
chocolate covered what?
I would try it.
cherries.
Oh, I've never.
You know
had
what's so good too is like a chocolate covered Oreo or chocolate covered coconut, also known as a macaron.
Oh,
chocolate
macaroon
covered I don't like those.
raisins.
I don't like macaroons.
Those are fancy.
Oh, not a huge fan of
That
macaroons.
is so good.
Now I want chocolate.
From one group, is L a reference to Death Note? I don't know.
No, but I am a fan of
Oh.
Death Note.
Ah.
That was a good guess.
Wow.
No, I am a fan of Death Note and I'm a fan of L, but it's just the first initial of my first name. I could say yes if that makes you like me more, but realistically,
It's just very
answer.
simple.
yeah.
That's what Eliza Bleu would say. Whatever makes you like me more.
Exactly.
And hello, fellow botcast. Yes, hello. I wanted to welcome
Hi.
all the digital cannibals, all the tumors, all the drama farmers. What else? What else have we been called?
Okay, I pulled out my heavy duty charger. I'm coming back for real this time.
Okay.
PR
Elle, who are you,
campaigners.
and when did you start caring about the Eliza Bleu situation?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Well, I'm really nobody. I'm just a Twitter person. But I started caring about the Eliza Bleu thing. Just honestly, I was very late to the party. It was about 3 days ago, because I really have kind of just gotten sick of the different rifts between different communities that have kind of been a result of all of this. I think it's really silly, and I tend to dig into stuff with a fine-tooth comb, and I kind of compiled a lot of stuff that people were already working on with like Kiwi Farms and all. Shout out to Kiwi Farms and Josh Moon. But then kind of started looking into my own, and what you probably saw that I shared earlier that Frank saw was I was trying to get an archive of her old Video Vixen blog for a while, and I wasn't able to for the longest time, and I finally got one. And like this one article that she wrote about recruiting girls and all, it's very questionable. So all right,
Is it
hang on
this right here?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember which paragraph?
I think it's like it's like the third one where she talks about like acquiring girls, basically what a video vixen does.
Yes.
All right.
What is a video vixen to me? A beautiful model or actress that can dance, but is probably not formally trained. None of us are formally trained. Just that can twerk in a desert. You're hired. That has been hired for a musical artist to appear in their music video. They are hired to help sell an image or the brand of a client. In my eyes, being in a music video should simulate the dream or a vision of every hip hop, rap, and R&B artist. They rent cars, jewelry, homes. I don't know why jewelry is capitalized. Homes and clothes for the day or days of the shoot, along with beautiful ladies. So the beautiful ladies are rented.
Yeah.
The artist does all of that to portray an image and sell themselves as a brand. That being said, some videos are shot very true to life using the artists' real cars, real jewelry, their homes, and real life girlfriends or friends. Music videos are not always a Hollywood set. If a video vixen does her job correctly, she will make the artist look amazing simply by helping them sell a product as the typical model would help a designer to sell their clothes by wearing them. She really wants to be
Is
a
this
model.
a confirmed thing, Chrissy? Like she
This
definitely
blog?
wrote this? Yeah.
Live Video Vixen by Eliza Seep. And this is from, I guess, October 2012.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not like somebody went and wrote it and pretended to
No,
be her?
it's an
Okay.
archive. It's an archive from like 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Just making sure. We got to check our facts over
We
here.
are a fact-checking program here. There will be no fake news here. I learned the ropes from the other side of the camera doing hair, makeup, and wardrobe for videos and photo shoots for many years now. You would think that coming into the modeling industry, my head full of knowledge would detour me. It hasn't in the slightest. My next blog, Why Hip Hop? Why Me? Will delve more into why I want to be a video vixen and why I love music so very much. The rest of the blog is going to be how I have gotten where I'm going. And then pictures. Wow, her look has changed so much over the years.
Other than the hair.
So there are more links from the blog. I've still been going through it because I found that last night and then I immediately, like this morning, and then I like immediately went to bed. So.
Oh, hi, Defango. Defango's here in a lion costume.
Greetings. It's laundry day.
Really?
It really is.
Oh.
It was this or a flight suit, so I figured this would be better because you said bring cleavage. So
Oh wow.
Oh my.
More cleavage.
That's a lot more.
Why you have a lion costume?
Oh, I used to wear this when I went to festivals.
Oh, people are saying that it's confirmed that you're a furry now.
I'm definitely not a furry. No. I just used to wear this thing when I was at festivals. It was fun.
Yeah, so Fango I've had on quite a few times in the last week or 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it clicked in my head.
Because yes, he wrote a thread that a lot of us have referred to give us sort of the bones of Eliza's timeline. Some people are like, oh, this is wrong, that is wrong. But I feel like overall, it was a good timeline, a good basic structure of the things that are sticking out about her backstory.
Yep, that's great.
Yeah. And yeah, what do you make of the Shane articles coming down? I feel like we talked just a couple days ago and you were like, oh, I gave them 48 hours and then poof. It was yesterday, I think, because you were on the LolCow stream. Yeah. And we were talking about, well, we'll see what happens. And then poof, they came down sooner than I think a lot of us thought. So
yeah, I reached out to Cassandra McDonald about it. Basically, I sent a tweet out and then she contacted me. We talked a little bit about it because she knows who I am.
Say? Was it like, what the fuck?
It was just like I tagged Tim, her, and Shane, and I was like, one of y'all needs to get a hold of me and talk to me about this ASAP.
Wow.
Because this is not a good look for you or me, and it's obviously false. And I was like, let's talk about this. Cassandra got a hold of me, and then we discussed some things real quick. She told Shane to give me a call in the morning. He did, in fact, call me in the morning a couple of times, even before I was awake. I don't get up early at 8 o'clock in the morning ever. But we talked. I thought we had a pretty decent conversation, but or people that are journalists in that fashion sometimes, they just act like they're cool and then they'll bag you later on. But he seemed to understand what I was telling him about the situation and how that company Shadowbox was not my company. It was the company that people were asking me to work for that I exposed. I was the one that came out and exposed those people to self-detriment to myself. And, I've been suffering their abilities for the last couple of years online. So all this information that got fed to Tim is basically all on par with what was being said about me many years ago.
Where do you think this information was coming from? Why do you think he was led astray with the nature of this, Eliza Bleu situation, which was really a censorship story, and it became about something totally else. I heard Frank coughing to the sound of BX Bullet.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I think she was somebody who was informing Shane, which is so funny considering, a lot of us have known that she has been gunning for Venti's downfall. Just hated her for months, years now. So maybe not the most trustworthy source. Dave, BX Bullet took down her Twitter and YouTube. Yeah, it seems she disappeared from the internet as soon as
didn't she get suspended from YouTube? She got suspended from YouTube and then she deactivated her Twitter. But she was suspended from YouTube for a while, I thought.
Yeah, YouTube months. She's been for a while, but Twitter she just recently disappeared.
Do you guys know why she deactivated?
Because the article named her.
Yeah, by name, as BX Bullet. I mean, to me, it seems like she was investigating the Schoenberger character that I had a run-in with, and I exposed. For some reason, she believes that I was still working with the guy, even though I have a restraining order against the dude. So, whatever. And I talked to Cassandra, and she basically told me that she was having some issues with something called the Friend or the Errant Friend, which is an offshoot of the same group that Thomas Schoenberger was running. So we talked about her friend that was having some issues getting stalked by those people. And I'm like, hey, guess what? It's the same group, right? These are the same people. So I explained Cassandra my story. She had Shane call me. I explained it to him. He seemed like he was all right with it. But after no action for a few hours earlier, I just messaged Cassandra and I'm like, so, you haven't told me anything. What's going on? At least, can we get that one article down and then, discuss it? And she made sure to take that third one down. And then this morning, she hit me up this morning and she was like, yeah, we're going to take the rest of it down because Shane doesn't seem to believe your story. And she's like, there's really nothing that, like I can do, but I'm not going to let the whole thing be up there. So Cassandra took it all down. That was her choice. She wasn't the editor on the story. The other guy that actually is Shane's editor was the one that allowed that to get put up or whatever. But Cassandra was like, no, we're just going to take that whole thing down. Maybe the tagline isn't the best, but for me, I think it's, good enough for now. And if Shane wants to keep like talking shit on Twitter or whatever, then we might actually move forward with some type of lawsuit or something like that. But it's really just up to Shane at this point because he could say whatever he wants.
How did your conversation with him go?
I thought it went all right. Like he seemed pretty cordial. He did seem a little bit manic, I guess you could say. He definitely sounded like he was not sleeping and he was like having a little bit of trouble. Like he definitely sounded uncomfortable talking to me. I'll say that. And he seemed to get a little bit more comfortable as the conversation went forward. But I could tell when I was talking to him that he wasn't really, believing what I was saying. And I was like, dude, you got this information probably from Rocco Castorio because I sent it all to him when he told me he was going to write a story about this and finally expose it all. And then Rocco Castorio turned around and just said, no, I'm just going to just post all of this stuff and, act like you're a bad guy anyway because I don't like you. And I see it now that Rocco Castorio used to work for Tim Pool with another person named Emily Molly. They had a thing called Subverse where they raised like $1 million, and that kind of went belly up when Ian Crossland was watching some girl's cat, took it over to Tim's house and kind of left it there. Emily and Rocco accused him of stealing their cat, even though that wasn't the thing. There was a big blow up. Apparently somebody took some money. Tim sued both of them, and then just recently it was released that the lawsuit was actually dismissed. So like Tim can't even do anything about it anymore. So it's basically like he lost a bunch of stuff. And I think that whole beef started during January 6th when Emily Molly and Rocco Castorio were filming at the Capitol, and Tim Pool requested that they give him all of their footage and everything else, and they basically refused. So like there's the backstory there.
$1 million missing. A cat's live at stake.
That's exactly right. But it's crazier than you think. There's a lot of weird shit going on over at Tim Pool's house. I'll tell you that right now. Whistleblowers and everything are starting to say stuff, but
all types of blowers. Right,
yeah, the best kind of blowers.
Okay. So do you think there will be any kind of a new article or new statement put out? How did you two leave things?
I thought me and Shane left things good. He said he was gonna call me actually, like later on in the day, and he never did. So I just kind of was like, "Oh, I guess he's probably writing or something."
Typical man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he just left me. He just left me hanging, and then he just tweeted like not that long ago about that article. He just was like, I stand by what I wrote, and you know what? Nothing swayed me." And I'm just really?
Yeah, I just put that in the private chat because I was like, "Did you guys go over this already?" I didn't know. But hey, you got your Twitter back though, right?
I got my original Twitter account back. Yes.
Oh, okay. I just followed that
congrats.
one.
I had to call.
Replied.
I had to call in a favor from Elon or whatever. It just took a while.
Okay.
A favor.
Yeah, just a little small one.
Yes, we did pull this up earlier. So this is Shane basically saying that he doesn't regret what he wrote, that he still believes it's all true. Right?
Mm-hmm.
What else can we get from this?
Yeah, that's just kind of a slap in the face. But him saying did it or what I told him didn't sway the story coming down, I think that's just 100% false.
Well, I think it what it does is it really shows that, I mean, I don't know this person. I don't know Shane. Before this whole Eliza Bleu situation, I had no idea who he was. But because I know TimCast is trying to be kind of alt journalism and blah blah blah, for this guy to write an article series like this and then have it taken down because it's not factually correct, and attack fans and all this stuff, and then come out and be like, I'm proud of my work. What are you really proud of, dude? You're proud of basically writing nonsense and lies and just libel, and you're proud of that work. You couldn't be, I don't know, you couldn't at least take another stance, okay, maybe I should have done a better job. No, it's I don't know, it's very very mainstream journalism. Like it comes off as such a mainstream thing to say. Like just, not even own the fact that you made mistakes and not even own anything. Just be like, yeah, whatever. I'm grateful for my fans and I'm proud of my work and like fuck everybody else that like doesn't like it. It's just like, dude, your article is not even available anymore.
Yeah, it's gone.
down.
What about all those tweets Eliza made where she was talking all that crap? All these journalists are going to be looking for that article. They're just going to be like, it doesn't say anything. There's nothing here.
Oh, yeah, because at a point she was saying, oh, anybody who has questions, refer to this article.
Yeah.
And it just basically goes to show, like, I don't know what Shane's going to do next, but like, if I ever see his name on another article, I'm going to be like, well, like, I'm going to take everything you say with a grain of salt, boy.
LawTube says Tim could be sued if the article was not taken down.
He could still be sued even now that it's been taken down.
Right, row. A magic squid. Shane never says it's true. Hidden messages.
Yeah, he never says it's true, but he does say that he stands by his work, which is fine. If you wanted to make me sound like the most ultimate supervillain wherever, I mean, cool. But like, I don't have any black SUVs, and I don't know how to do a lobotomy.
Do you have
I mean,
any SUVs?
do I look? No,
Any
none.
dark colored SUVs?
I have a black Prius.
Okay, that's a start. How many people can you fit in it?
Close.
It's like the little Prius, so like only like 4
All
or 5.
right, not as
probably.
intimidating as an SUV, but it's a start.
Not an Escalade. Sorry.
Lauren, do you want me to share this?
Well,
let's
so
see.
it's something that's kind of interesting, and I think it kind of ties in with this. This is an interview that Eliza did on Tumblr. I know, back in the day, where she claims, I know, where she claims the fan fiction that she wrote, that she has talked about writing about her and Gerard from My Chemical Romance. She claims that she was hacked and that she was going to sue everyone and take it and press charges. And I find that parallel to what's been going on recently to be pretty pertinent.
I
Yeah,
was
that's
trafficked. I was attacked. Yeah.
That's
She did
the only
this a
reason
long
I
time
shared
ago.
that. She did it with a fan fiction. She claimed
And
she
then
was hacked, and that was worth like lawsuits over.
if
I
you
find
scroll
that
down
funny.
in that article, there's a guy in the comments that's all like, "Dude, I still have the MP3."
No,
where she's
yeah, no.
bragging about it. You're like,
I took a screenshot of that too. It's
let me pull
if
up-
you scroll down two, and that I took a screenshot of that like comment.
Okay.
Where someone-
Crazy Sexy Cool with Eliza Seep.
Yep.
This is her personality she had when she was married. I guess she lived in Germany for a time with this husband.
Yeah, he was military.
Okay, so let's see. Is there a particular paragraph of this we should focus on?
Well, so there is I mean, I don't know what you are going to find the most particularly interesting, but you can, I guess, just read the questions and think about, what's, but this is a pretty recent interview, which is why I find it interesting.
Consider yourself a crazy ex, or do you feel like that was a title that was put on you unfairly? Lol. I would have to, anytime, as soon as you say lol, that means you're a crazy ex.
Lol.
I would have to look at the source that was calling me crazy. Do they actually know me in the situation, or are they just assuming from the outside? I am extremely passionate, but not in a harmful way. I think believing anything that you read on the internet is crazy. What,
Including
that you were
this.
actually trafficked? Yeah. I'm sure that it's interesting, but not accurate. Why do you think you were revived so negatively by the fandom? This is a reference to, I guess, her My Chemical Romance days when she was hanging out with Jeffree Star, and they referred to themselves as like
The most hated crew.
The most hated crew. And why? How did they get that nickname?
I'm sure they gave it to themselves.
They gave it to themselves,
I'm
but they
sure
like
they did.
earned it. They earned it for sure.
I'm like, I just see them eating a pinkberry. That seems fine. It's funny to think about this years later. Once again, that time frame was unique to pop culture because that was the true start of the social media craze. When it's your actual life, you don't see as much of the negative stuff. I knew it was there, but it wasn't important to me to troll false or negative things about my life. If I did see it by accident, it would hurt my feelings. It's weird that she's not mentioning anything about being sex trafficked like in any of these old blogs. It was a very normal, average person, so I couldn't understand what all the hate was about. People tend to follow rather than lead. I feel like it was just the perfect storm for bullying, and sadly, I was the target. I was just a regular girl trying to deal with an abnormal situation to the best of my... Again, like, this says nothing. Short answer, yes. When you look back on your blog, tell all, commit me already. How do you feel about it? Sadly, I was hacked. I have and will press charges when people go over the top with internet bullying and harassment. This is basically her saying, I have no chill, and I will pursue to the fullest extent of the law. It's hard when it starts to affect your real life, like dating or getting a new job or a new personality. It forces me to have to explain to new coworkers or a new love interest that 99.9% of what's out there is fake. Typically, people Google new people to be nosy. It's really uncomfortable. It's not funny or cute. That was a chapter of my real life. It's sad when it overshadows my other amazing accomplishments and bright spots from my past. What's the craziest rumor you've heard about yourself? The craziest of all time was that I was the woman pressing charges on Derrick Rose, the basketball player, for rape. Wow. So she's had a history of this. Okay. That's a very serious subject in general, not the type of thing you want to be involved with or in. I'm sure there's a million out there.
She keeps saying she's going to press charges against people. So, I mean, it's not out of the realm.
Yeah,
to
except for
press
the people
charges
who
against
actually supposedly trafficked her. Those people we can't name or pursue at all.
I know. That's such a good point. It's like, I'm not going to go after people who actually fucked me over. I'm just going to go after people who are mentioning
internet people
portion of my life that I don't want to talk about.
No, and the claim that when she was in Hollywood that she was trafficked alongside a lot of other people, and she's not going to do anything to help out a
current
group of
people.
Yeah, I don't know. I find that odd.
Why talk about it when you don't want to do anything about it, except pity her?
Yeah. So, but then someone comments below this, how dare you act like you were hacked? I have a copy of the MP3.
What? Really?
Yeah, right there. I can't believe E-Cuts to believe she was hacked. LMAO.
Oh my God. Who would save this?
Well, so this person, if you go to their Tumblr, like they have that comment and then like a screenshot of like one of her old AIMOA messages. So
wow.
Like from like 2007.
Wow.
So like she had a lot of people who did not like her at all back in the day, which is unfortunate for her. I do kind of go back and forth between like having some sympathy for her and not at all. But like the internet is forever. Like her old Stickum, she was on Stickum. She's really and like I found a lot of stuff from there too. I don't know.
What's that? What's Stickum?
Stickum.
Oh, here, let me show you.
What up?
So here's a clip of one. Here it's in the chat. Stickum was like an old like video chat. It was I guess like the old version of what we're doing here back in the day.
Like
so
that
this is
roulette.
I mean I don't know, but this is called Eliza Cuts Throws Down or Eliza Sipe. But yeah,
she's throwing
what
down.
the fuck? What is she dressed as?
wearing?
Get real with it. What do you do?
Her hair, dude.
she's wearing like a helmet, I think.
Is she wearing like Maleficent's like horns? Like what is that?
No, that was way far away. That's like 2007, 2008.
Wow. I don't see her throwing anything down yet.
And then what? You patrol stick cams. You can come into my little. I'm hanging out with my girls here. So if you got something to say, you can stay. If not, you can gracefully bow out, please.
You're fucking ugly.
Really? Huh? That's awesome. Why don't you Google me, Eliza Cuts, and then we can talk about it then. Google me right now.
Google me, motherfucker.
Google me,
Google
bitch.
me. He's looking at you
Google
right now. How is that going to make up his mind on whether or
You
not
think
you're
I'm
ugly?
ugly? What's ugly about me?
I don't know. You got that whole fucking helmet kind of haircut there with the little shit in the front, and then the drawn on eyebrows, and the stupid bitch look on your face. You know.
Stupid bitch look on your face.
Well,
Let's find this guy. Can we interview this guy?
by helmet hair, you mean trend setting here. Yeah, I'll take that.
Trend setting.
Yeah, they are. I'm
So that is her hair.
That's her hair.
white blonde
Yeah,
hair. So
that's
I
actually
can
your
draw
hair.
my eyebrows. And you know what, dude?
I might not look my best right now, but for the most part, I look fabulous.
I wish I had a fraction of her confidence.
What do you got? This is awesome.
She's definitely setting trends.
This is riveting.
Yeah,
I
this
miss
is like
old internet.
this is how Stickam used to be,
Right?
even when I was on there.
Well,
I had
so
a
this
profile on that shit
This
too.
happened on July 16th, 2008, which is like just a completely
Wow.
different time.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Oh
Like
my
random
God.
material. Why don't you call me fat?
Why you call me fat?
Here's another one.
All right, let's see if this picks up at all. I'll play this at fast speed.
I do that. Yeah, a lot of dead air.
Is she just waiting for the guy to answer why he thinks that she's ugly? Like, what the fuck? This is so
Elm hair, strong eyebrows, beard. Guess what? I took it there before you did. Talked about it before you did. Can't call me fat, but the night he talked to you.
Wow, this is a horrible haircut. She looks like Mickey Mouse.
I thought she looked like
It's like a rat tail for your front.
I think it's a wig.
You like that?
Maybe.
Not all trends are good.
Not a
Wow,
good
this
trend.
it's like old internet. It's so fascinating.
I dropped another link. It's just another old video.
Look, okay, but come on. I'm right about the Maleficent thing. I mean, look at this.
Oh yeah.
It's the same hair.
No,
It is.
sure.
It is.
Okay, let me pull this up.
This
Oh,
is- it's
you want
just-
me
it's
to pull
just-
this up, Nina? The Maleficent hair? Yes. Very
Oh,
similar.
She's just missing the horns, but they're there. You just can't see
Oh
them.
my
You
god.
just can't see
Yeah.
them.
They're implied.
They're implied.
Okay, what is this a video of?
It's just
Eliza?
it's just another old video. This one has like way less views. I don't think anyone's fine. Like, how can you talk to her? Do you have her mail?
14 years
I don't
ago.
know.
Eliza and Arturo.
It's just
Talk
old.
about poop. Oh my god. How is this going to be relevant, guys?
It's not
You're
really.
talking about poop.
It's just funny.
Tell him.
What is your poo telling you?
What's your blue telling you?
Wow.
What is the purpose of this old video, though? Like, what does this show us or tell us?
It doesn't show or tell anything. I was just showing some more old videos that I found. That's it.
Okay.
She's just a detective.
I just want to make sure I
showing
don't
us-
miss anything.
That's just kind of what I do.
She's just showing us, like, what she does, like a detective. You
Wow.
go through the
Yeah, you're
different
right.
things.
It is going through
It's kind of
everything.
Like, this is when people would kind of just go on camera with really no plan.
No, yeah, well,
Well, we do that now too.
I was
I was gonna say I do that.
kind of relate to that, to be
Yeah,
honest.
but now it's different. We can bring up articles.
That's true. That's true.
I just wish there was more stuff from there back in the day.
Wow.
But that's the thing. Like, somebody has to go like comb through this kind of stuff, and then all of a sudden you'll get like you hit jackpot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, you hear something somebody said, and you'll be
Yeah.
like, that's it. That's the one.
The funny thing is that on the way back machine, her profile is not archived.
Frank in the back says it's nice of her traffickers to let her use Stickum. Or
Yes, it is very nice of them. And like to let her read a book about poop.
Okay, keep reading.
Right, yeah, nobody had any sense of lighting back then.
One of the most distressing complications of inflammatory bowel disease is the formation of
Is this guy wearing a black face mask?
He's wearing a
It's
t-shirt over his
Diesel.
head.
So maybe this is the trafficker.
It's a ninja t-shirt. That's what it is.
Why? Because he just didn't want his face on camera.
Yeah, that's what people used
Yeah.
to do. They would just take a black shirt and then tie it off on their head and make it look like a ninja mask.
That's so weird.
That's so
Why?
funny.
I just don't
So
understand
bizarre.
being afraid of showing your face.
Some people are like that. They don't want people to know who they is.
Some people wear lion disguises.
Yeah, right now nobody knows
Yeah.
who I am. I'm a lion.
Laundry to everyone.
Okay, Simba.
Why is Quarter Black dressed as a lion? Good question.
I know. It's like you and Quarter Black could be brothers, man.
Have you heard that comparison before?
No, I don't even. Who's that?
Quarter Black Garrett. is on Friday Night Tights, formerly
Oh.
of the Ladder with Crowder show.
I see. I look like him?
Yeah, you guys could be brothers.
Yeah, you could be his like stunt
Yeah.
double. Defango in his Eliza costume because she's a lion beach. Thank you, Jamie.
I like that actually.
Yeah, no, Elle, it's a good skill that you have. Like you just go. It's by going through the old unlikely stuff that you can find nuggets.
So like
that help.
here's an example, and I think I might leave you with this because I don't really have a whole lot else to add other than but like so this tweet I just found, like what I'm trying to do right now is go through old stuff. I scraped through Twitter of like mentions of Eliza Cuts, Eliza Sipe, Eliza Knows, and all of that. And so like I found, for example, this tweet from Mr. Hicks 84, and the link to Instagram is dead, by the way. But it's like sexy ladies at the video shoot, Eliza Sipe and her friends, and there's a lot of tweets like this out there of like her from like being at the club, and this is in like that Lost era where she's supposedly being trafficked, right? And
look at
so
this Twitter
I'm
handle.
like,
I mean, who took this over? Secretary of Eliza Opper.
Yeah.
I have no idea, but they're badass.
No, but the old Eliza Sipe Twitter has been taken down. But there's what you can find where like old RTs, like old retweets, where like it would just retweet like the whole text of what they wrote. So like that's what I'm going through right now, which is like it's like a schizophrenic spreadsheet.
Wow.
But like I'm trying to kind of piece together the lost years of where it's very like iffy, and there's a lot of stuff like this out there, and like that's a dead Instagram link. So it's but like that's
That
what I'm looking at
Instagram
right now.
account still exists though. It's curve.model.eliza. It's still out there. And it actually coincides with plus.model.eliza and the Eliza Knows account. So
Wow.
the stuff from there, you could probably actually go through her old Instagram posts on that channel, and there is actually stuff from somebody named that goes by that name, Mr. Hicks 84. And when you look at the comments, you'll notice that the name is Curved Model Eliza, but then you'll see her replies to people, and then you'll see the notifications that mention each of the different account names as she changed it, because she was changing it pretty regularly. Like she went from Nose
she
to
kept
plus size
reinventing
model
herself.
to curve model, and it doesn't seem like she's got the curve model Eliza one down because it's still there, although she probably sold it or something.
Wow.
This is so crazy. It's like I keep thinking about what's gonna drop next. It's like I keep thinking that this is gonna be over and then something else comes out. I'm still waiting for Camelot source to like bring up the FBI stuff, because apparently she's got like FBI connections and that hasn't dropped yet.
Ooh, Camelot? Oh, right, because Eliza told Ashton Birdie that she was working with the FBI, and that was part of why she asked her for her Andrew Tate victim contact information.
Yeah. So
that
there's
she then did nothing with.
Yeah, there's some person out there that's Camelot source that's supposed to
So
drop a
maybe
bunch of stuff.
Mr. Hicks 84 was her trafficker.
Ooh.
Sounds like someone missed the big online porn money by about 2 years, or even decent money. OnlyFans would be a decade away from 2007.
That's right.
True.
There's
being
also
born
like
in the wrong
life
decade.
at Life Video Vixen on Twitter. There's only like one tweet, but it's about her like on Steve Harvey back in like October of 2012. She reinvented herself a bunch.
She's
Like,
been on Steve Harvey's
Yes,
show?
Tyra Banks
What?
trafficked her to the Steve Harvey show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
somebody
my
actually
God.
found the video of the booty tooch. That's what it was,
Yeah,
the booty tooch.
She did Gucci Tooch.
The
Oh my
Gucci
God.
tooch, there you
Yeah,
go.
this is what I'm talking about. Like every day, it's like something new I haven't heard before.
Defango in the house. You guys all rock. Thanks for actually getting stories from the source. Thank you, Grifty.
You're the man, Grifty.
Grifty is the best. Elle and Chrissy in the same podcast. Wow, Matthew Hammond just knows everybody. Thanks, Matthew.
How would you not know some bitch you know or whatever?
I didn't know her until like a couple days ago.
Well, that's all right. I've been
okay,
banned.
though, not it.
I've
she
been
gets
banned
banned
like
a lot.
20 times. Yeah, it's kind of a thing.
Really?
No, yeah,
Ooh.
I got banned in 2020 from like investigating voter fraud. So
Okay, I really have to follow you now. Okay, is your name L on Twitter?
Yeah, it's at some bitch I know, but the I in bitch is a 1.
Oh, okay.
Because the other account got banned.
She was calling you that. I was like, why are you calling her some bitch I know?
That's me.
That's what her name is.
Well, so
Why is
like
it looks like
the handle some
true
bitch
then,
I know is like a sniff test. Like if you don't think that that's funny, you're not gonna like me, pretty much.
That's hilarious.
So, like, and so there's a clip from like Rachel Maddow where she's, and sorry, I'm talking about myself for a second, but like there's a clip from Rachel Maddow where she talks about how Paul Gosar sent some of my work to the White House in 2020 on election fraud, and she like refuses to say my like blog name.
Your handle
was some bitch told me. So she's like, some swear word told me, and she's so mad about it. It's like it's like the joke has paid off in spades so many times. So I refuse to change it.
Oh wow, that's funny. I just followed you.
Well, then
yeah,
I'll find
nice
you.
for traffickers to let her turn down 150. That's a big point. And
150K, right?
They probably
and
didn't
so
want to
much
pay taxes.
Oh right, yeah, you get screwed in taxes.
Big tax.
Is it? Yeah. Are you Torque? Is that who?
Torque?
Oh no, a bunch of people are following me all at once. Lord.
Ooh,
No,
look at that.
Me, I'm Dina Infinity on that.
Hi, Elle. I love your streams. The crossover is epic. Oh, thanks, Jen.
Hi. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, we're crossing streams.
Wow. And not in a Jack Murphy way.
The
whole
well, so there's overlap there too, which I'm sure y'all have already talked about, but
Bullet versus Brittany. Yeah, I noticed that Bullet Girl was on your show again. I'm like, dang, Chrissy, you just know everybody, don't you?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I don't know everybody.
Well, a lot of people I've been seeing lately. I don't know. They've been on your show. It's crazy. You're prolific.
I literally know everybody through Chrissy. Like I don't know. Chrissy does know everybody.
Chrissy's a great networker. That one.
She is.
I think I'm gonna head out because I'm gonna keep working. But I do want to say, like, I think that one of the biggest things about all of this is how many rifts it has caused in so many different communities because it's such a polarizing and like it's like such a compelling and emotionally charged topic. And I think that it is thanks for having me on even briefly just to share the little bit that I do have so far, because like I think it's important for us to like not fall for this kind of shit and go at each other's throats over like essentially a rando. So
100%. You're doing good work. Keep it up.
Yeah,
man, I'm cool living rent free in Tim Pool's head. That's fine with me.
So much I know could be anyone on this panel.
I'm wearing this too. Just like...
I know it could be anyone on this panel. That's true.
But yeah, so my camera wasn't working, and now my camera my camera mount like broke right as I was trying to come on. So my arm is getting tired. So I'm gonna leave.
Like you're in turbulence.
It's a Razor Keo, isn't it?
Oh,
It's a
no,
Razor Keo.
I'm like holding my camera right now. So yeah, I'm gonna dip. But thanks for having me on, Chrissy, and thanks for
Thank you, Al. It was so great to meet you.
I'll be in touch. I kind of show up when I'm needed and leave when I'm not. So
you're like Batman.
Yeah.
Buddy. You're the best. There's Batman. There goes Batman.
She is like Batman because she's like a detective and she's doing detective things.
She works in the night.
That's how I know who she is because I was following her along back in the day. And then I watch her get banned and then she come back, get banned, come back.
Wait, am I close to 80,000?
Are you? Oh my God.
Pretty close, I think.
How close are you?
How fast? How many subbies? Am I close
Oh,
to
you're
80?
80K on YouTube right now.
Congratulations. 20K more.
Yay. Oh my God, don't fall.
Wow. I feel like twerking in the desert to celebrate.
Yay.
That's a big deal. I feel like I was plateaued for
I
a
really
while.
do look like this guy.
You made it.
Oh, yeah. See?
Are you looking it up?
You're looking up Quarter Black?
He's got way better hair than I do. I mean, if I would kill for
And
that.
he
hair.
always is at that same angle that you're at too.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
funny.
How do
is
you feel
funny.
about man buns?
Yeah.
I don't have too much of a problem with it. Every time I see one, I'm usually jealous because I cannot have one.
There you go.
That's usually how I feel about it.
Well, there you go.
He loves
He's
them.
basically Quarter Black Garrett's brother.
I'm his little fatterer brother, probably.
You're not totally dissimilar.
Yeah, is he Lebanese?
I have no idea.
Part Lebanese in that black or whatever.
I know he's Quarter Black.
Quarter Black. I don't know what the other 3 quarters are.
have never asked.
So I don't know if you guys heard about this. I don't know if you're familiar with Revenge of the Cis, but this is Mersh and at Hippo Juice, also known as Royce. And they were making fun of, I guess, the earthquakes in Turkey and Syria, but they did it hilariously by putting it to Tetris music. And well, see for yourself.
Ooh, I don't
No, I'm not. No, what are you talking?
Buildings collapsing from the earthquake's power. Unable to stand against.
Hey, this is what happens when you don't use union workers. Am I right? Huh?
You son of a
No, I'm not. No, what are you talking?
Buildings collapsing from the earthquake's power. Unable to stand against.
Hey, this is what happens when you don't use union workers. Am I?
Oh my God, they're so funny. But anyway, now Turkey is trying to cancel them. The whole country.
Really? The whole
this is
country of Turkey?
Turkophobia,
Oh my God.
which is voluntarily translating all Turkophobia-related tweets, pictures, and videos. They're tweeting out, "What is wrong with you people?" at Hippo Juice Film and Mersh. And this has blown up quite a bit. This currently has 240.6K views.
It's too soon, man. It's too soon. Like there's like what 100,000 people died. Like it's too soon. Sorry, but it's cringe. It's cringe. It's too soon. They should have waited a little bit. I can see
It's
why.
like a
people would be
week?
pissed. I don't know. I would wait longer than that. I mean, I'm
month?
telling you, like over
Not
100,000
topical
people are
anymore?
dead, man. That's a lot of people.
People make fun of 9/11. People make
Yeah,
fun
but
of the
it's been like
Holocaust.
20 years.
Yeah, but this isn't going to be as well known.
Imagine you made fun of 9/11 a week out. I don't think
Basically it. They're still saving people
People
right
have done that. Stand-up comics were doing that, especially in New York City right after 9/11.
Did it go well?
Yeah. Yes.
It
It's
did?
Oh. I've heard
think it
everyone
depends how
who
funny
made
you are.
fun got canceled at the time, but
the more funny you are, it's like you can pull off whatever it is. I think no topic is off limits. If it's more funny than it is brutal or harsh, then that's a win.
Well, I mean, okay, so these guys, are they comedians? Like, I don't know them, so
Mershes.
I think they are. I
Mershes?
think they are. Yeah.
So I think if we put in context, like you go to a comedy show, you know you're gonna possibly get offended. It makes sense. If these guys are comedians, maybe it makes sense for them. It just out of context, you're like, oh, maybe I wouldn't have made that joke. Just in a regular day. So I
Yeah.
can get both points in
I think this is okay because they're not pointing out individuals. They're not like zooming in on anyone's particular lifeless body or a baby being dragged out of the rubble. It's like overall the building's just crashing. To me, that kind of was like, all right, they've taken a step back. They're not like it's the situation as a whole. Like that, you gotta admit, like a lot of those buildings were shitty to all fall down like that. Like if we have an earthquake here in the States, like there's not like dozens of buildings falling down.
Well, there's also not
You-
like
you
dozens
would
of
think-
6.9s or 7.9s happening and shit.
True.
I don't know.
The last
I don't
time that happened,
know.
a freeway fell down when it was
Yeah.
a 6.8.
Yeah, you're right. Like I don't know actually, because are all your buildings like earthquake proof? I don't know. Here's the thing about humor, because some people use humor as like a defense mechanism when it comes to like really like hardcore stuff like this, and like that, some people that's how they deal. That's how they cope with humor. It's dark humor. That's a thing. But I can understand why some people wouldn't react well, and I can understand why some people would. It's just
This
really
is somebody
depends.
making fun of Mersh's dead mom. Your
Ooh,
mother
that's
to feel
not
my
cool.
dick inside of her throat.
That's
kind
not
of funny. Who is that weirdo? Yeah, this is interesting. I mean, I got a ton of blowback from the woke Asian community after I did that kung flu fighting video during the pandemic. Pretty
See, I
fun.
thought that was hilarious.
Well, they thought it was too soon because people died from COVID. Blah blah
But-
blah.
See, that's the thing. People also got on you about the hooker thing too, right?
Oh yeah, they tried to get my gig at the Rochester Comedy Club canceled. They're like, "Oh, because that whole me
Oh, the
sitting
stripper
on the
name.
Bulwark's desk saying my stripper name is Sandy Hook. It's the weirdest things that
Right.
trigger people.
Exactly. It's just it really depends on like the person and how they take humor. Like,
I just think it's okay. A joke can upset you. You cannot like a joke, but that doesn't mean someone shouldn't be able to tell it. It's like, yeah, it could be
Agreed.
totally in poor taste. Enjoy it or
yeah.
don't, but that doesn't mean they should. You should be allowed to make jokes in poor taste.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Dark comedy is a thing. Like, you know, people should be able to make whatever joke they want. I mean, some people won't laugh, but getting canceled over it is
Because you
really
know for a
stupid.
fucking fact, other countries are making fun of the United States right now for how trans and gay our fucking military has become.
Oh, yeah.
The balloons.
Like, you know they're laughing
Definitely.
their asses off at how
Definitely.
weak this country seems now. You know they're laughing at Biden falling off his bike again.
All the time.
Definitely. I mean, can you blame them though with regards to
time.
Biden? I
No.
mean, your whole country is laughing at Biden.
We
That's
deserve to be made fun of, but like let's not pretend that other countries aren't making like horrific jokes at our expense. Like I'm sure people were making fun of 9/11 in other countries like the day it happened. So I don't know. I think
Well, I heard there was people dancing or something. I don't know what
I
nationality
heard,
they were.
right. The thing, I heard that that was like 9/11 on the day where like apparently like a bunch of Jewish people were like dancing and like, you know, laughing about it or something. And
yeah,
I heard people got really mad at that though. I don't remember that being taken very well. I remember that people were really upset.
wow. Jake Willis, nothing is off limits. If you are going to censor people over a joke, then where does it stop? Is the same as the Eliza situation. Yeah, we're now at a point where a guy could be making a joke to his buddy at work, and if an uptight woman overhears it and has a problem, like she can actually report that to HR and get that guy in trouble, maybe fired. It's very fucking Chinese. It's
not good.
It's not good. Magic Squid, people are not responsible enough for the internet. What do you mean by that? More censorship?
Well, people don't act responsible enough in some people's lives on the internet. That's what I think he's trying to say, maybe.
The anonymity makes people more disinhibited to be proper.
Is that Mersh down there, dude? Mersh! Is that says Nightwave Radio?
That's a tough one that's a tough one for those guys. They're funny. They are funny. I think those guys are funny. Dave
I mean, that's
Mersh
just
is a
funny.
comedian
but-
making fun of 9/11 on 9/12. Yeah, if you can get away with it, good for you. Like, I like to hear a laugh or a groan as long as I'm getting some kind of noise coming out of you.
As long as you get a reaction, right?
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, he did get a reaction. I mean, those Turkish people are probably really upset with him.
Oh, when I pissed off the woke Asians, they were signing me up for like Asian dating sites.
What?
Like, I was getting
Really?
so many emails. Sometimes I still one sneaks through.
What do you
Oh
mean?
yeah, different fundraisers, because that's how people were trolling me. Like they hated me like for a good 6 weeks. They're like, you know, my emails are public. They're just taking me and like signing me up for newsletters, like Asian newsletters.
Oh my
and just like
God.
random causes, and I'd be like, what the hell is this? Somebody just the other day signed me up
crazy.
for like a Filipino dating site, and I was getting all these matches of like old women, and I was like, what the fuck is this about?
Wow.
That is crazy.
I get the weirdest trolls.
Somebody said, what are those sites asking for a friend?
Oh my God. If comedy doesn't offend someone, is it really comedy? Exactly. I just don't think you should be canceled for a joke or sued.
I don't think you should either.
Oh.
Definitely.
I don't
When
think
are we
really
gonna-
anybody
'cause
should be
here's
canceled.
the thing is like, you know, you definitely reacted like negatively to that, like XRay Girl. So you're like, oh God, it's too soon. But there's probably some tragedy or some horrible thing that like would make both of you guys laugh instinctually right away.
Well, I
Like,
laughed at your bit, like I said.
What? Play what again? The video? Why?
Play it again.
I laughed at your bit.
We're gonna
the
play it
Asian
again to
bit.
see if it's like a cumulative effect. Let's see. Let's see if this doesn't help.
No, I'm not.
No,
What's he looking at? What is he looking at?
The longer you watch, the longer it gets. Pretend there's two people.
Unable to stand against.
Hey, this is what happens when you don't use union workers. Am I right?
I think it's funny. No,
I think the last part is funny.
Yeah,
the
I
union
pretend there's no
workers
people
that
in it.
that was
when
funny.
when I laugh at this, I'm not thinking of people dying. I'm thinking of how shitty the buildings are.
Yeah.
Awkward silence.
Yeah.
Shitty buildings.
The union workers thing was funny.
At least in Syria, the teachers aren't coming out to their kids in kindergarten and shit like that.
That's probably better.
Yeah, the music does make it funnier. Frank's no mic take. If you don't laugh at the music, you didn't play enough Tetris growing up.
I did love
Ooh.
Tetris.
I
kind of got a little
Tetris,
nostalgia
man.
listening to that.
Yeah, I get very nostalgic for hearing the Dr. Mario song.
Yeah.
Well, at least that Turkish site is getting merch all that reach or whatever. That's good of them.
We'll get some fans out of it. Russell Hall,
Turkish phobe.
Some Turkish people are gonna be like, "All right, that's funny. Come on, that's funny."
Set up a camera in a spot that gave them a perfect line of sight to 9/11 and started dancing for joy when it happened. I remember this.
Yeah,
Yes.
I remember that.
Celebrating
Yep. I remember
I
this,
was,
and people were very upset about that.
And that's not even them trying to make a joke to make other people laugh. That's just like horrible people like genuinely enjoying this. That's
People
different than making a
suffering.
joke. It's so
Yeah.
that's totally different. Making light of a situation is like it's the opposite. It's like you're trying to like you can help grieve that way. I mean, people make jokes at people's funeral.
That's what I'm talking
Uh,
about. It depends on your sense of humor, and some people really deal with loss through dark humor. They make fun of it so that they can get past, like, you know, that. Like, Nick Rekieta talks about that all the time because, you know, he's got a dark sense of humor, so he's always like, you know, and people get mad at him all the time because he'll like watch something terrible and he'll laugh his ass off and then he'll make a joke about it. It's just some people deal with loss and weird stuff like that. It's just the way it is. And that's totally
Yeah.
fine. You shouldn't be canceled for it.
I think you can also feel for people involved in a tragedy and also be able to laugh at a joke like at
Mhm.
their expense. It doesn't make you an unfeeling, uncaring person. Diaphionic Turkey said no to NATO, and then they got the worst quakes ever. Rut-row. Whoever controls the weather was upset.
Did you guys hear about that train derailment that happened like a week ago?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the one in Ohio?
It's in Palestine, Ohio. Yeah. You know, like I
Yeah.
keep seeing stuff coming up about that hardly anybody's talking about, but that's like really bad. That was chlorine gas
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
got mixed in with a bunch of flammable materials. Like the people that live around there are going to have major issues, health problems. Pets are dying. Like, and it's good. It's bad.
Yeah, animals are dying everywhere. It, like they're saying, they're comparing it to Chernobyl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It looks horrible. And they're not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, one of the things to think about is when the chlorine gas is mixed with water, it actually creates two different kinds of acids that are hydrochloride based. So, like, you know, when they were trying to put it out, they were creating an ecological disaster.
Can you make a joke about that, Chrissy?
Yeah, do you
About
have
what?
a joke about that?
This situation in Ohio.
Chlorine gas.
Chlorine gas.
Derailment.
Okay, chlorine gas got released and what killed a lot people or animals or both?
Both, I think.
I mean, that's a whole lot less poop you have to pick up. That's a lot less food that you have to buy. I
There you
work out
go.
a little more. I personally can't stand like animals being hurt. Like that's something I
No.
probably like if there was the Mersh and Royce Tetris version of something with animals, like I'd probably be like, oh no, do I care more about animals than people? Who knows? Maybe.
Probably.
But it was really more of a Tetris joke than a natural disaster joke.
There's
And
somebody.
a union joke. That's what made me laugh.
Yeah,
The union joke was funny. Because you could put that like building crashing thing, like you could put that for any scene, you know, like they didn't have to pick the turkey thing. Like that's the thing. They could have picked like any building collapsing
Like
thing.
9/11, that could be funny
Yeah.
because 9/11 perfectly like fell
Well,
down.
not necessarily
It's
that
definitely
one,
not
but
too soon.
But you could do that one. Yeah, but you could do that one. I mean, there's a lot like in Mexico. You could do the ones in Mexico.
What about the Tetris song with like the Hindenburg? Is it too soon for that?
Nah.
No, we could do that.
No, you can do that one.
Building 7. Yeah.
Building 7 that
didn't
flew
know
that fell down because there was a diesel tanker on the top of the building that got hit by debris and lit the building on fire.
Oh, really?
Although
Or is that
everybody
the
else is
story?
going to
No.
that's what the lawsuit that the Dark Overlord released on 9/11 when he hacked into the law firms that like litigated that and leaked all the information. That's what the like actual reports said.
Dang.
What, for Building 7? Because I remember the guy said they decided to pull it and actually like blow it up.
Well, that's what that guy was talking about, but like in the actual paperwork that was filed for all the litigation with all the like documents and stuff that especially considered or even the documents for like the insurance payments or whatever, according to the reason that they paid out the insurance payment is that there was a diesel fuel tanker placed above on an area that it should have been made. They got fined for it and it was supposed to be coming down. And that's actually what caused the building to fail.
So far-fetched.
It does, but it was there. You can see it in the
I don't know
pictures,
if you guys
actually.
heard about the Meagan Hall story. If you've been keeping track of the Tennessee police officer who banged her whole squad?
Bang
I
cop?
don't know.
I call her
She
Bang
was
Cop.
groomed. She was groomed, guys. It wasn't her fault. Former officer Meagan Hall files lawsuit, claims she was groomed by the fellow officers.
Wow. She's been talking to Eliza?
She was groomed.
Oh,
Yeah.
blaming the man for your actions.
Yeah, classic woman shit. The former Tennessee police officer who was forced off the department in disgrace after it was discovered she slept with over 60% of the force.
Oh my God.
Pretty good. Pretty good
Over
number.
60%.
Like if she didn't sleep with you, you're probably feeling bad about yourself. If you were
Right?
You're like, what's wrong with me?
Wait, is the 40% like the women? Like, is that what it is?
Possibly.
She's filed an Equal Employment Opportunity Commission complaint against the city she once protected, Meagan Hall, who became internationally known earlier this year for her outrageous sex scandal, claims the hostile working conditions at the Laverne Police Department led her to eventually sleep with multiple men at the department. Yeah, that's how I deal with stress too. Hall claims that several of her supervisors groomed her and utilized her sexually. She should have said digitally trafficked. That would have been good.
No, she was definitely trafficked in real life.
Utilized her sexually
Real
without her
dick.
consent. Utilized, that's another term for a gangbang I haven't heard. The former officer
Utilized her sexually
Yeah.
without her consent. Isn't that rape?
Yeah, on Tuesday, on Valentine's Day, everybody say to your partner that you want them to utilize you sexually.
What the fuck?
Dirty dog. The former officer also claims that the chief of police department, Chip Davis, was condoning such grooming. Additionally, Hall claimed that Davis asked her to dance for him in his office. What? Even if this is true, dancing for someone in an office or having someone ask for this doesn't make you sleep with 60% of your team.
No.
According to WSMV, a third-party investigation revealed that Davis potentially violated federal law by not reporting sexual misconduct. Hall went on to complain that female officers at the department were treated as sexual objects and targets for verbal and physical harassment. I wonder if she worked for the Blaze. I think the whole city is disappointed with the situation, said Laverne Mayor Jason Cole, who has championed the complaint and was the first to report misconduct to city HR. The police department is held to a higher standard, and so I don't think it falls on any one member of this mayor and alderman board. I think we need to make sure that we are setting policies and procedures that lift our city and our officers up and give them the tools they need to do what they are supposed to do, as well as the training so that they are aware of what's allowable and what's not, what's appropriate and what's not. Again, this sounds like all BS jargon to me. HR
Just
jargon.
grasping at straws because she doesn't want to blame herself for it.
Yeah.
Big
Hall-
straws.
Dick-shaped ones. I got some
penis
from a
straws.
sex shop the other day, actually. For
Grasping a big, thick bachelorette party penis
Veiny.
veiny, warm, throbbing. Officer Hall cracked during the investigation when asked about her husband walking in on a threesome. Oh my God, this is probably the
Wait, so he
worst way
did
to find
know.
out. Oh God,
wow,
so horrible.
Did he jump
And then
in
he's
though?
like, I'm going to stay with you. Transcripts from interviews conducted with the officers involved in the Laverne Police Department sexual misconduct scandal have been released. Former officer Meagan Hall, who was fired from the department after the investigation, admitting, "It's bringing me somewhere else. I don't want to do that."
Oh,
Go back. Okay. Well,
I
the
think that was
website's
it.
being-
Continue reading on that Instagram post, I think.
but then it takes me. Oh, okay, fine. It's
Oh.
expanding. Okay. More reading. Okay.
See three-way with his wife.
I think
right
we got
there.
the gist. I mean, really.
Yeah,
That
he
seems
admitted
spicy.
Hall admitted to having sex on Laverne Police Department property as well as sharing nude and explicit photos among co-workers. Apparently, she was groomed into doing all this, but it was not until she was confronted about an alleged threesome with a fellow officer and his wife that she broke down during the interview. Okay, outside of Larry Holiday and my questions about Sergeant Powell, is there anybody else that you've been involved with? Hall says, no, my husband, but she says, okay. So I have multiple reports of you and PMAG, Officer Patrick Malagoko, multiple times, your house, a three-way with his wife, the interviewer says. A three-way with his wife, Hall asked. That your husband walked in on and got very angry about. The interview.
I can't believe that guy's wife was involved.
I would feel so left out and sad. At this point in the interview, she began to cry and dodge the question. Classic Eliza move. She went on to say she cries when she's frustrated. Why is it that females that have a bad rap at this department? She asked. I don't know. I'm trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. The interview explained.
You banged everyone.
Well,
She's so
continuing to dodge the
ashamed.
question, she has attempted to shift the focus of the interview away from herself. Oh my God, she's gone to the Eliza Bleu School of Question Answering.
Deflection.
Is this what people think of me? Do I have to come back? I don't want to work in an environment like this if they're thinking that about me. You banged 60% of the people.
That's a lot of people.
That's a
She's
lot
so
of people.
unsuspecting and sweet looking. She looks like a babysitter. A more in-depth report of her interview can be read on thebright.com.
I just
What's
think
it-
like
what
the
they were
one
into.
guy that didn't
What
get
was
banged by her is like, fuck
Not
me.
desperate.
Dick in
Guys are
anything.
guys. They'll stick their dick in anything, Officer Hall's investigation interview revealed. Wait a second. Anything.
Wow.
So are you calling yourself anything?
I would say
Damn.
so. And I mean, like, guys will, if they're feeling it and she's average, why not? And
Yeah. And how many girls are
How many
you working
opportunities
with?
do you get?
yeah,
Yeah.
the police department probably doesn't have too many females. It's the same thing with
No.
Army, right? A lot of the girls there passed around, so to speak, because your ratio, you got way
Right.
more guys than girls. So
This
it's
is why-
probably her first time feeling good about herself too. She's
Yeah,
like
it's like
got so
being
many
a
guys.
female comic. Like after a while, you're just like, all right, I'll fuck whoever's at this open mic.
Yeah.
Like, okay, people in the chat, guys in the chat, Defango, you included.
You're
What
a
is
guy.
this girl? Like a 10? Okay, she's definitely not a 10.
I don't think it matters. She's chicken parm. Here's why. When you go to a restaurant, like a nice restaurant, a restaurant would be like, the metaphor here is like the club or the bar or whatever, even like dating apps. You'll be like, oh, you're not going to order chicken parm because you're order something like nicer, fancier, because you've got more variety, you've got your pick. However, if you are at a pizzeria, hence an office situation or a cop station situation, she becomes chicken parm. And you're like, yeah, you know what? It's a pizzeria. I'll have chicken parm. That's like the best of what's here. That's like the fanciest, best option. It's what's here. It's either the chicken parm or the pizza. I'm gonna go chicken parm. Meagan Hall is chicken parm. She is the best of what's around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone in the
I
chat
totally
is saying
agree.
3.
She's just chicken
I agree.
farm. I love that.
You're going in and day in, day out at the office. You're looking around. It's her and what? Maybe one other chick. And that
Yeah,
chick's probably
maybe.
angry and has no time for you. You're gonna go for Meagan Hall.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
if you're in like a car ride along, I don't know, if you work in partners, like, what you gonna do?
I just
Yeah.
think, like, people like, okay, she's a 3, she's a 4, and she's willing to open her legs for very little.
And here's the thing: maybe she listens. Maybe she's sweet. Maybe like
maybe she's a good
you know what I mean?
listener. That's a good
Maybe
point.
if you're just the nicest girl at work, like that already puts you in a whole danger category. Because
Oh yeah. Raise
especially
you
if
up.
like guys, they don't have anybody to talk to or to listen to them, or maybe their wife or girlfriend is a cunt, and you know, you're
Apparently,
spending
she
8
was
hours.
really nice. Apparently, she
Spend-
was really nice.
Of
'cause
course, right. Bitches
A
are
little
not
too nice.
fucking 60% of their office. You know what I mean? Like,
no,
the nicest.
I read
Yeah.
an article about her
Depends on
that,
where you work.
that said she got an
Yeah.
award for like
She's She's little. She's got small hands. She's got everything you need.
She's probably
Mhm.
freaky, just a little bit.
She's probably well, she's really freaky X-ray girl because she's doing threesomes.
Do you think that she's got piercings or no?
You never know.
I
And
don't
some
know.
of the most unsuspecting people, and I should know because I take X-rays. Some people have some of the craziest piercings, nipples down there, and just
right. That's true.
You're like, yeah,
Probably
you needed to
definitely-
take that out.
That's probably a lot of
Hello.
tattoos, probably.
People don't think Eliza Bleu is anything to shake a stick at. I don't even know if that's the saying, but people think, oh, Eliza Bleu, what has happened? Oh, she's not that great, but she knows how to work what she has. She's a good listener. She knows how to make people feel good. She's very complimentary. She's got that lusty, prolonged eye contact. She just knows exactly what to say.
Huge lip fillers.
Very good at that with men.
Okay, I
So
have another
maybe-
question. Okay,
Yes.
I have another very fake question. Very, very bad. This girl, just based on physical stuff only, guys. This
let's get a
girl
full
or
body
Eliza
shot.
Bleu?
It's hard to see.
oh wow.
Physical stuff only? I'd probably
Only
have to-
physical stuff. Because we
I'd
know
probably have
this
to say
girl
this
is
girl.
nice. The other
She
girl
seems more in my league.
Because I haven't heard her talk yet, which is why I'm still like, maybe,
Okay.
Eliza
That
would
would be a
like.
deal
I
breaker.
would pull my hair out listening to her all the time.
And we know this girl, Megan, is an excellent multitasker. She's done 3-ways. She's done orgies. And
She can shoot a gun. That's
show
fine.
up
Like,
for work the next day. So
She's a
she needs
swinger,
a
you know?
salary.
unlike Eliza, she has a real job.
The chat is siding with Eliza on this one.
What?
Really?
Yeah, man.
Kyle
do a
Coogan
poll.
chooses death. He's the
I think
only
I think we need a
noble
poll on
man
this.
here.
Somebody said, is going gay an option?
It's always an option. All right, I'm going to read the rest of this. The disgraced former Tennessee police officer who slept with over half the sworn officers in her department roster reportedly could not figure out why women in her agency had such a bad reputation. In a series of recorded interviews, did I read this already? I think I might have. Interagency relationships that turn sexual in nature must be reported.
Oh.
Hall admitted to a series of sexual encounters, including several that took place on duty. The interviews also involved Chief Burrell Chip Davis, who sat in on the second interviews with Patton. While Davis was forthcoming about a threesome between Officer Patrick P. Magliocco and his wife, she initially lied about having a sexual encounter with Sergeant Lewis Powell. Ooh. In a later series of interviews, Hall admitted to an ongoing sexual relationship with Powell, which includes a blowjob in the substation. Where's the substation?
Must be in like their
that
like
near
the
the
work
tank?
the police station.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. It's
yeah.
part of the office.
It's part of the
Yeah.
office, isn't it? Isn't that kind of like where they keep all the guns and stuff like that? The substation.
That's hot. Okay,
Well,
I
the
would
That's the
substation's
weapons
the building.
locker, but-
Blowing around all those.
I would do some shit surrounded by guns. I understand that.
No, that's the weapons locker, but substation is like near that. I don't know what. Maybe I'm sure there's a cop in the chat that can tell us what a substation is.
So we've had sex a lot, she said. It's just been there for Meir. I was there for him. Wait, he's just been there for me. Okay, typo. See, this is exactly what I'm saying. This is the chicken parm theory in a nutshell. He's been there for me. I was there for him because his wife doesn't want to have sex with him. Me and my husband were kind of on the verge of a divorce, and I just cracked, and then it kind of got out of hand. Boom! This has very little to do with
There's a lot of
looks
crack.
per se. You have to be good looking enough. But again, if you're nice and you listen and you're there,
He was there
that's
for him.
kind of all it takes.
Yeah.
At one point, Davis admitting to asking another officer for money in order to get her hotel room. Oh my
Wow.
God! But she should work a holiday and then use that money for
Good
your
Lord.
scandalous times. Another Sergeant Henry Ty McGowan, had a more interpersonal relationship with Davis, one that eventually soured. I mean, we've been close forever, she said to McGowan. He, on multiple times, would say, use me. If you ever want to have sex, use me. Oh my God. They need to make a TV show about this police station. Like I need to see a Melrose Place-esque.
Right?
90210 Yeah, this could be a movie.
Definitely. I'm waiting for the movie. I know the movie is going to
This
come
is
out at
hot.
some point.
Like someone says this to you, you're like, okay, all right.
I definitely
Event-
watch this. If Netflix dropped
eventually-
this, I'd be there.
That's the thing. If your relationship is hanging on by a thread and there's somebody nice at work, that's the biggest danger because they're right fucking there. Eventually, Powell and McGowan spoke to one another, with one admitting to denying anything had ever happened. McGowan also reportedly had an inappropriate relationship with Hall and a female officer identified as V for Vendetta before they were officially hired, playing strip Uno.
That's a
and
new
sending
one.
a photo of his penis to her. See, this is how bad it is. A lot of these police stations, they don't have updated games, so they have to resort to playing strip Uno.
Well, that's new.
Ooh, strip
Wow.
Uno.
Poker would
and
probably
it
be
said-
easier.
It said a photo. It means he took one photo of his penis. He's like, he's probably new at this, or like maybe he's like, this is the best dick pic I got. I'm sending it to you. So, what part of the process were you in with us at that point? Patton asked. The hiring process, what part were you in? I think it was the psych eval, Hall replied. I think we're celebrating that we just finished the psych, and if so, we weren't officially hired, but we were like close. At times, Hall apparently would even partake in sex with her fellow officers when she wasn't really into it. Yeah, it's called being a team player. Reportedly doing so because they looked after one another emotionally. See, this is what I'm saying. You don't even have to feel like having sex. You don't have to be particularly attracted, but it's like the emotional piece is there. Wow. Sounds like
Who knew guys were
she
so
has trauma.
emotional?
Maybe she could say she has trauma brain, or maybe she was trafficked, or she had Stockholm syndrome. No, sounds like you just liked that someone was nice to you.
Sounds like she just likes penis.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was missing it at home. She needed one.
Yeah. It's not that
Girl,
difficult.
just get a dildo. Jesus Christ.
No, it's like it has to be attached to a person. One such encounter, which is difficult to precisely pin on a single officer, many are mentioned in this time frame, and she frequently bounces back and forth between topics. She even stated that a lot of times I would just end up doing it. This is how I know this woman is girlfriend material, because she says a lot of times I would end up just doing it to get him to stop asking.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
This is a woman that you wife up.
Trooper.
Yeah.
Trooper.
They wore her down.
Mm-hmm. There was one time where I did, and I was just kind of ready for him to finish so we could get it over with. Girl, I know that feeling. She stated after, he was like, I could tell you really weren't into it. You must really care about me. Thank you for letting me finish.
Wow. Oh no.
Oh, I'm liking this girl more and more. She sounds really selfless.
Is this
She's a
what
giver.
she's talking about?
She's a giver.
Is this what she's talking about when she says that she was like, what did that sentence say at the beginning? Like the other word for grape. What was that? Like unconsensual something. No. It was the
digital
first sentence.
trafficking, non-consensual nude. I don't know. It's been a long 3 weeks.
It's okay. Go ahead and read the rest of
Someone
it.
in the chat will know. I'm joking when I say she's wife material, by the way. I'm just having fun here.
Okay.
During the interviews, Hall seemed confused as to why she is in so much trouble and begins to cry. Oh God, she said as she began to sob in the first interview. I cry whenever I'm frustrated. It's okay, Patton replied. There's some Kleenex right behind that candy bowl. She's like, I know where the Kleenex is. Why is it that females have a bad rep in this department? She cried. I don't know, Patton said. I'm trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Is that what people think of me? Hall continued. Do I have to come back? I don't want to work in an environment like this if they're thinking about that about me. Of course they are. If you have sex with them once, they're thinking of that about you. I understand that, Patton replied. I love this job so much. Yeah, you do, girl.
Oh, it was non-consensual utilization. That's what it was. Shout out.
Okay.
Thank you, chat.
So of course you love this job. You love lots of jobs. In a later discussion with Chief Davis, Hall admitted she was not thinking clearly. She was not thinking clearly, but did not appear to be willing to shoulder much of the blame. I love being a woman. I got stupid, she said to her chief. I got desperate. I guess guys are guys and they'll stick their dick in anything. Oh. See, she's
True.
the perfect combination of sweet and low self-esteem. It's a perfect storm. Davis went on to explain how inconvenient the entire scandal was. We're supposed to be wrapping gifts right now, he told her. We're supposed to be eating cookies, drinking cocoa, and all that kind of stuff. It's right here at Christmas time, but we're dealing with a scandal in the department, and we shouldn't be doing that.
Does the gangbang happen before or after?
During.
During. Winding down to be off work, but I now have to give up days off to deal with this because this is important to me, he continued. You know, I feel bad because this happened on my watch. It happened on my watch. It's sticky. It's never been the same since. That's the last time I leave my watch on the desk at work. Patton interjected, telling Hall that she needed to continue acting like a police officer as soon as she left the interview room, noting that the other agencies would not be so lenient as to let her continue working during an investigation. Hall would later be fired along with 4 of the 6 officers she was involved with. 2 would be suspended. The highly detailed documents obtained through Freedom of Information Act requests would later be posted to Scribd by Fox 17 News. Wow.
Highly detailed documents. That's your script for the movie.
Highly detailed. Wow. Yeah, this is just a tale of a sweet girl with low self-esteem who wanted to be a cop and
ended up banging her whole fucking crew. Okay.
God,
If you have low self-esteem, don't work with a lot of males. You never know.
Yeah. True. She probably just was like, oh,
she banged
Unless
her
you want to
whole
get a lot of
precinct.
dick.
I'll be a cop.
True.
Yeah, I mean, unless that's what
you're
your
looking
goal
for.
is. Yeah.
Might be a good place to start or whatever. I don't know.
Thank you, John Beert. Such a supportive workplace. Are they hiring? Yeah. You know who's gonna sign up to work at that place? More dudes.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Eliza Bleu. Never mind.
Me too.
This could be Eliza's next personality. She could be like Eliza Handcuffs or something.
Well, it would be like no, she would keep the Eliza Bleu thing going because blue. Like
Eliza back the blue. Russell Hall, I guarantee Whole Cop has a dildo. Whole Cop.
Oh, ew.
Jake will strip Uno and chicken parm. It is then.
That
Hey,
sounds delicious
fun
and
night.
a good time. That sounds like a great time, actually.
I love chicken parm.
I do too.
See? Andrew Matthews, turkey parm, gobble gobble.
I've never had
Marcus
turkey
Henry.
parm before.
Eliza
Try
looks
it.
way better than the police chick again, but you know what? Like, see, who knows how many people Eliza was with? Now we know. Like, Megan Hall was with what? Just 60% of her
Precinct.
her station, her precinct, right?
I bet you
Wow.
40% were females. So
Right.
she was
Or
with
gay.
every single one of the dudes.
The available ones.
No, her motto is just protect and
What?
polish. Oh my god.
No, X-ray girl. She was with the unavailable ones too. She was with the married dudes too.
Oh no, I meant like the straight married in a relationship are fine,
straight,
just like
okay.
the gay ones.
Right. Gotcha.
Wow.
It seems like she was probably with all of them, but only a certain amount of them actually got caught. But that's just my theory.
That's a good point. Maybe she was with like other precinct people too.
That's
We
all.
just didn't
Whole
hear about
Cop's a
it.
solid 4-3 is when it gets ugly. Okay, Defango, you're the only man here right now. Let's say you are a single guy, you're working somewhere, maybe at this precinct with this Megan Hall, and you're like, oh, she's fucked like one guy, and now she's, she either goes after you or you see her going after another guy. Does that then dissuade you from taking her up on the offer, or are you just like, does that make you want to be with her more because you're like, oh, she's clearly DTF?
In personal experience, that dissuades me because I've experienced some people that were very similar to this when I was in the medical field at festivals. And yeah, those guys were like banging everybody. But, like I didn't want to get STD. So I was just all like, no, I'm cool. So, I would say, no, I'm cool.
Oh,
and then I'd
wow,
probably
okay.
ask for a transfer. I mean,
Frank Snow Mike takes solid for police department 5.5. This is what I'm talking about. At the police department, you're chicken parm. You're like, all right, she's cute. Looks like she's showered today. She's sweet. She's listening to my dumb dad jokes. Let's fucking blow me in the gun closet. Ross H, she's a 6. That's a D. She's a D. Dan Halen, Megan won't accuse me of trafficking her. I choose Megan. Yep.
Well, she might accuse you of grooming her
We've
though,
all
Or
been with someone
utilizing her.
who was like a 3 or 4. I mean, don't act like you're. Come on. We've all had our Megan Halls. Louis Cueva. Some people want to utilize you. Others want to be utilized by you. That could
That's
be
a good
Valentine's
song.
Day card.
Is that a song?
Matthew Hammond. I prefer this lady to Eliza, less insufferable. Yeah, at least this lady knows who she is. You know, she's not gonna change her name. She's Megan Hall, the blowjob giving cop from Tennessee, and she's not asking anybody for money. Blue, she's the current front runner for the 2023 Polaris Survivor Leader Award. Wait, Eliza is or Megan Hall?
Megan Hall.
Okay. Yeah, it was. This is great. This was a team building exercise. Yes, it is a team building exercise, and it was working. This is simply a trust fall that got out of hand.
Imagine going
Right
to
into
like one
her.
of those escape rooms with her and like the 60% of the precinct. Do you even make it out of the room, or is it
Imagine
just
a trust
You're
fall.
just in the room forever.
Instead of catching someone with your arms, everyone just has their dicks out, and you all
Like,
and then she just falls on everyone's dick. You know, it
Oh
could
my
happen to
God.
anybody. It could happen to anyone. Valentine's Day is on Tuesday. I thought
Chrissy? Do you and Frank have plans for Valentine's
we don't
Day?
have plans. Several years ago when I was still living in Queens, I just was like, I really remember this day because I was like, oh, I really want to try this like fancy, I think Italian restaurant. I can't remember the name. And we went there and the prices were so jacked up. It must have been like almost double the normal prices. Like it wasn't just expensive. It was like you look at the menu and you're like, come on. Like most adults know the range of what things can cost. And it was just so
course.
insane. Like I was getting sad. Like I'm thinking like, oh, I'm gonna feel so bad. Like I'm already thinking to like an hour from now and like he's paying for it. I'm gonna feel like like it was just a bad feeling looking at this menu. And we just kind of looked at each other and we're like, do you want to go? I'm like, yeah, let's go. And I don't know where we ended up going. Maybe that Greek place. But then we kind of noticed this trend of like, yeah, that Valentine's Day, they're just gonna, even the places you know and love and go regularly, they're just gonna like bend you over and like Megan Hall you just
Oh my God. It's like
the
regular prices and wedding prices.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So are you guys gonna go do something now?
I think it puts men in a tricky position because I'm sure most men don't want to seem cheap or like they don't want to do anything or like celebrate your love or whatever. But it's like you also, as like a gal, you don't want to have to put your guy in the position of like having to overspend just because
Yeah.
it's his day. So I would say like, I don't know, maybe agree to do something that week, but not necessarily that day. That way you're like, you're going out, but you're also not like letting yourself get boned. You know, maybe the day after or 2 days after. Definitely go to CVS and buy all the discount candy the day after.
This is really good advice for, let's say, if somebody's starting to date someone. That's really good advice, because I always wondered about that. Like if you're starting to date, like let's say you start to date like in February, it's like, do you do Valentine's Day?
No.
Like, do you do the whole thing? It's like
You send them a text or I don't know, like it's something.
text.
That's actually the easiest. That's the easiest. When you start dating somebody in February, it's like it's obvious you're not gonna.
too
You'd be like,
soon.
okay, hi, like there's
Too
no
soon.
expectation there. I think when you start getting to like 6 months is when you go, okay, is this
okay, all right,
the talk yet? Yeah.
interesting.
But let's go over and judge 32 last minute Valentine's Day gift ideas according to the New York Post. I don't know if this is some kind of vibrator in the back here, but I'm excited.
It's a personal
What
massager
the
for your
frick
back.
Oh,
is
you
that?
don't want to use that for that. It's a muscle massager. It like punches you.
Oh, well,
okay.
maybe Megan Hall could use it though, because
Maybe you're using it on the wrong muscle.
I feel like she's got a pretty loose
Just get him a car buffer. Get your girlfriend a car buffer.
Let's all weigh in. What do we think of? Okay, this is classic flowers. They're pitching 1-800-Flowers same day delivery. I mean, I've sent 1-800-Flowers to like, usually like my sister-in-law or like my mom. I've sent lots of flowers from here, and I just find they're always more expensive than you think, and they always come out smaller than you think.
Oh, that sucks.
So I think it's better to use a local florist, and maybe you can get more for your money, and you probably don't have to maybe pay quite as much in delivery.
I'm just giving a thumbs up for flowers because women usually like flowers, and it's a win-win. Like, unless you're a weirdo woman and you don't like flowers,
But
then
don't go to like, okay, sometimes like a supermarket can have a great flower display and you can get like a decent bouquet for like $20-$25. Which is great. But if you get there and there's nothing but wilty, like worked over looking flowers,
don't get those.
Don't get those.
Like, that I would say sometimes no flowers is better than busted ass.
then you go for chocolate. If you can't,
Yeah.
if you can't get the nice flowers, then you're going for chocolate.
Yeah. And there's also nothing wrong. I think, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, does it look bad to get them the next day or the next couple days? Like, you don't want to look like you forgot, but
I think it depends on when you see them too, I suppose, you know.
Yeah, and how long you've been dating.
Yeah.
Somebody said cannabis flower. Man, that would be like
Ooh, edible flower arrangements.
Yeah,
I'd be down for
amazing.
that.
Yes.
That gets you high?
That's a definite win.
Okay, this is a body scrub 2-piece gift. This is what, like body butter and a sugar scrub. First of all, you don't have to pay this much money to get something decent. Unless they like a certain brand. You could probably get something like this for half as much money from like a TJ Maxx or a Burlington Coat Factory or a Marshall. So you definitely don't need to be spending like this much on this particular thing. But I think this is a nice gift.
I feel like if I got that for a girl, she'd be like, "What does he think? I have bad skin or something?"
Defango, I was totally thinking that. It's that, I don't know. It might come off as a little insultive. Like, you don't smell good. Like, please try this.
She likes this type of shit. If she already uses this type of shit.
Yes, that would be
If
different.
You know them. Like,
Yeah.
you know, this is their brand. That's what they like,
Yes.
the scent. I think that's fine. But if you don't know, maybe not.
Yeah. Yeah. If you know them, definitely. Like, if they're like, "Oh, this is my brand, this is my thing," and it's expensive, let's say, and they don't usually buy it for themselves.
Like,
Yes,
actually,
definitely.
I take back what I said about like, if you like, L'Occitane is a great brand.
Oh,
Like, just about
yes.
anything you get there is going to be like lush, high quality. It feels like luxurious. Okay, so not bad. It depends. Anytime you're getting somebody products, if you want, like, take a close look at what they're already using. Like, if like I take a lot of baths, so Frank will like sometimes get me bath bombs, and I'm like, fucking yes, I will definitely use these things. So it's all about just like seeing what the person is already doing.
See, I would definitely get you candles.
Oh,
Yes.
candles.
I know you like candles.
There's one burning behind you.
I'm so gay for candles. This is my absolute favorite. It's sparkling snow from Yankee Candle. It smells kind of like, it's a little bit like a Christmas tree. It's like Christmas tree plus snow, but it's like kind of subdued, so it's not like an overly Christmassy feeling.
God, I could go for a whiff of that right now.
So good. Okay,
This thing is cute.
Lemon.
What
Okay,
is
this is
this?
a little
It's cute.
zip around purse and a heart. I think this is cute. I love the dog.
I love the dog. It's
This
adorable.
is perfect for like running to the store.
Yeah.
I would say yes, this is adorable.
Make sure they're a dog
$40
person.
for that though. Jesus
I
Christ!
know, how big is this?
How are you gonna fit your cell phone in there?
No, this is not a
No, this is-
bag
it's
to
like a
Fango.
coin
This is
purse.
like, this is
The
a
coin
little. You
purse?
take,
Can you fit
to
a
run it to the
credit
store.
card?
So when you're wearing like the little like sexy dress and you don't have a purse and you just have the little thing that you usually
Again, it's
lose.
hard to know how big this thing is.
That's what she said.
Hey. Okay.
I thought that was
ooh,
like
I-
a little coin purse.
A
or
gift
something.
Why? I
card.
don't know why they're bringing Gap into this. Nobody's mentioned Gap
No,
in like
not
30
Gap.
The
years.
Gap.
Well,
Unless
the
I got
only
paid.
mention of
Gap.
Gap was Ye's line of homeless gear.
Like, okay, I could see
Gap.
you get a $50 gift card for like Victoria's Secret or her
Yes.
favorite like fucking
Agent
lingerie
Provocateur.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
something like a, yeah.
But
you don't-
Gap?
You don't get a gift card to Gap.
Yeah,
I think the best thing is
you,
to
her uncle?
dig into your girlfriend or wife's underwear drawer. Look what sizes they are. You can easily figure out what size panty and what size bra they are. Just go in their fucking drawers and then order them the kind of lingerie you want to see them in. Boom.
Perfect.
The gift card is nice too, but like there's something kind of nice and special about being like, I thought of you. I want to see this on you. It's like not only is it a gift, but it's also like foreplay. It's like boom.
That's a good point.
I'm
That's a
thinking of
good
you
point.
sexually. Gap, not sexy.
No. What are you, her
No.
uncle? Like
Gift
do
cards
not...
aren't 60s.
No.
They're not sexy.
No.
They're very practical. Again, if you've been married and with the person forever and you know that the person loves Gap, okay, maybe.
If my husband got me a $50 Gap card, I'd be like, dude, no.
Do you know me?
no. Like, what the fuck?
And they'll be like, can you
Would you
show
be
me
like-
your Gap?
Would you be like, what? Do you want a
Is this
divorce?
code? Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So Gap, we're not so thrilled with the Gap gift card. Okay, here is X-Ray Girl's friend, the Raymo deep tissue massage gun.
I've
It's on
always
sale for
actually wanted
$59.
one of these to massage because they're really good for.
Hit,
Here,
Mark.
let me tell you
What
something.
are all
You don't
these
need one of those.
attachments for?
You don't need
Wow.
one of those. Just go to
Why?
Home Depot, buy a circular car buffer, right? Just listen to me, and then have your. Then you lay down, and then you have a boyfriend put his sheet over your back, and then have him
No,
buff
don't.
you.
I wanna
You
feel
it
like
sounds bad, feels great. Just telling you right now.
I feel
It'll
like
change
this
your
is
life.
what Megan Hall could have used in her life. Maybe she
No,
wouldn't
this
have
is too
fucking banged 60
aggressive.
dudes.
Oh my god! Like punch yourself out.
This is too much. Yeah, you'll burn yourself out. I don't like all these grabby little extensions here. That's a little intimidating. Dash mini waffle maker. God, this is adorable.
Oh, and it's
This is
heart
very cute.
shaped. Definitely.
Yeah,
that's a win.
adorable.
$19.99. That's a win.
That's a win. That's adorable.
I want a waffle maker.
I
Well, you
want
can get one right there. It's super cheap.
That's cute.
Aw, y'all
Or
are in
you
the
get
States.
this, get this,
I don't
and you
even know where to get it.
surprise her by making, waffle shaped waffles. Wait, heart shaped waffles.
Waffle shape.
They're all waffle shaped.
Just make sure it's not a blue. Okay.
Right.
No blue waffles.
No blue waffles. No.
That's bad. That's cute. And you could probably could you make heart shaped eggs in this waffle iron?
Probably. You know what you should do? I love doing this. If you eat potatoes, mash potatoes and make waffle potatoes instead.
Ooh.
Oh, I've never
Like
tried that.
latkes.
It's so good.
Is that kind of like hash browns?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Put lots of butter, garlic.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna pull
Ooh,
up
sounds
this
good.
comment. This from Garrus. If your husband goes out of his way to get you something and you act like that, divorce, please. See, I don't agree with this. I think you should be able to tell your significant other, no, this was a miss. You should not pretend that you like something if you don't like something. Like this is your partner. This is your ride or die. This is the one person you should be honest with, especially when it comes to gifts and especially when this is someone who's going to be giving you gifts for many years to come. I don't think you should just pretend. If you hate something, you shouldn't pretend because you want the person to learn you better and know. Don't set them up to continually fail and give you bad gifts for years to come. I think you should tell someone
Yeah.
that.
It's just a waste of money too.
My husband
say it.
My husband and I've been together for 20 years. If he gets me a Gap gift card, he needs to know that's a miss, dude. That is not cool. No.
Yeah.
He's not gonna if he's going out of his way to get me a fucking gift card from the Gap.
Get a gayer one.
Frank's no mic take. If I pretend to like a gay waffle maker Chrissy gives me, I'll probably get a gayer one next year. Exactly.
That will happen. It will
It'll be
happen.
bigger and gayer.
That's
Did you like
But
the
we're not
last
saying
one,
that gay is
didn't
bad.
you?
We're just saying.
No, of course. But just gay is gay. I love you, teddy bear. Again, if your person likes stuffies,
Like
or maybe
me?
you're
Like
dating
me.
someone in a nursing home, then sure. This stuffed animal bear.
I can tell you this. I'd
cute.
way rather have this than a $50 Gap card.
True.
So there you go.
I think this
You'd
is
have a
very
$30
cute,
bear?
especially early on in dating. If you're sub 3 years dating, this is cute. Yeah, I don't think there's anything particularly.
What'd you say, Defango?
I said, yeah, don't get her the $50 Gap card. Get her a $20 bear.
Yeah,
The
see,
bear
you're
is
saving
cuter.
money.
Save money and get a better gift.
There you go.
More
God,
thoughtful.
like even better
And
if
then-
you could have something like dirty written on the heart, like something funny. I think that could be cool.
Yeah.
Or something very
Yeah.
hide
personalized.
Viagra
Or-
inside of it with some
Yeah.
condoms or something.
Wow.
Yes. Now
Or
you're
you can
talking.
go to like build a bear and like make an actual cool bear.
Yeah. Oh, and then you can write to make our love last longer with the Viagra.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's great. I love that.
Or Cialis, whatever.
Book of the month.
Okay, no.
I think it depends on your
No.
person.
I guess it
Yeah,
depends.
if you're
on
in
your
a
person,
sexless
yeah.
marriage, yes, get them book of the month.
She loves to read.
Sure.
Wow, like
Yeah.
no.
Get her book of the month so when you take your dick out, she can clap it in a book.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
if this was like a wine of the month, okay. I'm down
Yeah.
for that.
This gift is not going to help you have sex. I would say give someone a gift that's going to help you have sex or
Yeah,
be more
like,
intimate.
Just a little like cock block you.
Yeah, we're talking about Valentine's Day. Like we're
Yeah.
not talking about Christmas. We're not talking about like, Mother's Day. We're talking about Valentine's Day. No. Book of the month is no.
What if you got him like 50 Shades of Grey as a book?
Book of the month is great for birthday, great
You're
for
like, here you go,
Christmas,
girl.
great for Mother's Day, even not for Valentine's Day.
Like, get her that, and then, like one of those gimp suits, and then just see what happens.
Defango, I'm starting to come around to what you're saying actually.
Jumpsuit of the month.
Because you could go, like if you were gonna go book, you would have to pick the book and you could go like hardcore romance novel, like the ones that are like basically like porn romance novels, and then get her like a lingerie to go with that and be like, let's act out the book. I don't know. That could be something, Defango.
Lube of the month club? What about
Lube
that?
of the month.
Lube
All
of-
right.
Lube of the month.
Does
Somebody
such a
said it
thing
in the
ex-
chat
does
right
such,
there.
Such a thing exist?
That would be way better, I think.
I
Although
think
then you would end up with like a shitload of lube, and then your friend would come over and you'd be looking in your closet or something. They'd be like, what is going on?
Then you got to
What
give
do
them
you-
Not
away.
if you use it.
Give it away.
Oh, yeah,
to
you
a
want
friend, be
some?
like,
Here,
"Wait, you
take
want
this."
this lube?
Oh yeah, see
I
somebody
only
said
used it once.
somebody said Kama Sutra the book. There you go. Like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Oh,
those sex
don't get that-
position books.
Get it just to put on the coffee table. Like, get it and actually be like, we're gonna fucking try some of these. Like, don't be like,
Yeah.
"Ugh," and then never mention it. Okay. Okay, Urban Stems, the Lovebird again.
Another bouquet?
They're probably just trying to promo Urban Stems and 1-800-Flowers because we already
Mm-hmm.
had a bouquet in here.
$138.
This is
That's so
this is what I'm talking about.
expensive.
It's expensive for not a lot of flour. You're better off going to your local grocery store. Even put a couple of bouquets together. Maybe you spend $50. It's still you're gonna get more bang for your buck than ordering it through some of these websites.
You might as well get her a DVD player or something.
Are
Yeah.
florists not a thing anymore?
They
Not
are.
really. I mean, they are, but they're very expensive, and like you can get decent like roses and lilies and bouquets like literally at any
Yeah.
major grocery store.
I love Costco flowers. They're so cheap.
Oh yeah,
They're
Costco
so
flowers
pretty.
are great, X-ray girl. That's true.
Mhm.
Yeah, but these are pretty, but these are so overpriced.
What about a
Maybe for
Costco
25
membership?
bucks.
Hey, I would be down for that.
Ooh, okay, satin pajama set. I like this. I really love this because this is like it feels nice. It's a cute, nice pajama upgrade.
I
Not
like
crazy
it.
expensive.
I like
And then
it.
if you got satin sheets, you could just slide it right off the bed.
Just swoop, just slide it all night. Yeah, just you could. If you don't want to have sex, you could just slide away.
You just
Ooh,
like,
actually, that's another good gift to Fango. Satin sheets, and then you can be like, "Let's go on this,
Yes.
baby. Let's get
Let's
naked."
lay in bed together.
And then after
Mm-hmm.
the first night, you guys are like wake up the next day just sweating. You're like, all right, we're gonna switch back to the old sheets because this is not
Yeah.
good.
But the jammies I like. These are
Because
cute.
it's good.
Okay, Monica, Rich, Roseanne Lockett. No, I think this is kind
No.
of ugly. This is very overpriced for what this is. No, this is.
Do people
But I
even
mean,
wear lockets
silver?
anymore?
Yeah, I
platinum?
mean, the
This
locket,
is very plain. If you're gonna do locket, you can get cuter options.
Okay,
Definitely.
what pictures would you put in the locket if you got somebody?
Oh my god,
Would
a
it be
lot
naked
of pictures of
pictures
your
or what?
dick. Wouldn't that be great? You just open it up and it's just your dick.
wow.
Oh, let me check
You
out your
made it so
locket. No, 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 no.
small.
Please no.
Not safe for work locket.
I mean, I could see the locket's still romantic, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe for like an
Sterling
older
silver.
couple. Maybe
This
I
is
wouldn't
not
be
that
into it.
cute. If you can figure out how to get teeny tiny photos into a locket, like I appreciate that effort. But this is not my style. This is too plain.
Yeah, no.
Okay, again, another. Okay.
Oh,
this is
edible,
chocolates.
edible.
1 dozen chocolate sweetheart roses, $30. Okay, this is not bad. I think this is cool.
Edible chocolates. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, women love chocolates. I feel
They
like.
do.
Yeah, they do.
Godiva does like those strawberry chocolate bouquets. Oh, so good.
And these are cute. These are pretty. You could put them in a vase and just tell yourself you're going to eat one a day, unless you get sad and it's late at night and you just sneak out to the kitchen and you have maybe 4.
Maybe you have the whole thing.
You wake up.
That's
and there's just
okay.
Dead roses
What
everywhere.
happened
And
to all the flowers? And you play the dog. That's good. Chocolate is good. Chocolate is always good. Don't get Russell Stovers though. That shit sucks.
Never heard of that.
I don't know.
It's,
what that
you get
is.
it at a drugstore. It's just like,
Oh,
I don't know. They're not that good. Personalized wood plaque. Chad and Darlene, happy Valentine's Day 2022. A man would never buy this for a woman. This is so gay.
no, don't
unless
do
he
that.
like made it himself.
Yes, if you're like a woodworker, that's fucking cool.
I think-
you're a carpenter. Yeah.
I think you can make a wood thing like that. I wouldn't put a big Happy Valentine's Day. It would just be at the back, like Happy Valentine's Day 2022, and then just leave it like that, like a nice little memento, but not in your face. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, X-Ray Girl. Like, don't, have it be, okay, this is very seasonal, because then you're going to feel like, I can't have this out all year. Like, if you're going to give something like this, put the inscription or the thing, the holiday on the back. And then if you want, maybe just have the hand hearty gay thing. Not the worst.
Yeah.
This is thoughtful at the heart of it, you know.
Yeah, it's thoughtful. I agree with you though, XR Girl. Like put the inscription in the back because this is weird. It's too seasonal.
It's too much.
It's too much. It's like, oh, I'm gonna put this out like all year. No.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Okay. All bird women's wool runners. What?
I've never even heard of this.
That's the whole point. I think they're just trying to push all bird.
Yeah, get her some shoes. Women love shoes.
But if your girlfriend is a runner,
wool runners.
But if your
Just get her some
girlfriend is
Jimmy
not
Choos.
a runner or works out a lot, then this is a weird gift.
I don't know. It's a weird gift.
It sounds like a message, honestly. If you get your girl like
Yes.
some running shoes.
This sounds like a suggestion. No gifts that are suggestions.
Yeah.
No, I didn't get you chocolate this year because I
think you need to lose some weight. Yeah, it's like no suggestive gift unless the suggestion is let's have sex. Other than that, no.
So that would be like Jimmy Choos or some like really expensive shoes,
Stilettos,
right?
you know,
Some
you
stilettos.
want to get some stilettos, some shiny.
The more
shoes.
painful looking,
Yeah.
the better, right?
Exactly.
The ones that make your butt look better.
But you know
Your
what? If
calves.
this is a brand of shoes that I like and they were slick and I'd be like, ooh, like some sweet new workout shoes, I would be very excited about that.
But Chrissy, but for Valentine's Day, isn't that more like a Christmas thing?
Or even a birthday, like
True. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Next. A velvet notebook.
I think if
Like
you
a
were
diary?
a journaler, that'd be okay, maybe.
Ooh, it would be nice if you had like naked pictures of yourself in it.
Oh, like print them
It's
out.
all like
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
one of your buddies to take a bunch of great photos of you or something.
Oh, a boudoir shot.
Yeah, like a boudoir.
Or get
Yeah.
that cop girl at the station to take some pictures of you.
That's cool.
Or you can even have them like as like bookmarks. That'd be cool.
Dear diary, today I got the lamest gift.
Who is this?
That's funny.
That is an expensive notebook. Holy
yeah,
crap.
you could get way
Yeah,
cheaper at
man.
TJ Maxx or like even a bookstore.
$54.
That's
Yeah, mine got a book
American
on my
too.
website.
Yeah,
It's not even
you
that
don't need
much.
to go moleskin. Okay. Last minute gifts for him. Oh, okay. Mini bar delivery. See, this is great for guys or girls.
Yeah, both.
X-ray girls like sign me fucking up right now.
Yes, please.
I like this.
If I drank, I probably would like that.
I haven't had a drink in like 45 days.
Oh,
wow.
good for you.
Good.
Something wrong?
No,
Something wrong.
I just I said I would actually have a drink on Valentine's Day, so
There you go.
I only have a drink on my birthday. That's usually
All right,
it.
here we go. What do the men think of getting a dip station?
What?
It's a
That's
dip
not the
station,
dipping
you know?
I
You
want
really
to
need
do.
to work out.
It's
You
a
really
dip
need to.
station.
Suggestive. It's a
Here,
suggestive
honey,
gift.
have a dip station.
That's like telling your man that you want him to learn how to thrust better without telling him.
Oh.
I mean, do you have the room for this? Does your guy already is he into gear and equipment? And has he mentioned a dip station ever?
Get him that.
Yeah,
Or,
it
you know,
depends on the
the-
person.
The power thing or whatever, the Bowflex, get something like that.
Yeah, something from the 90s.
I'd feel like this is too suggestive of you need to lose weight, you're ugly. I'm starting to not be attracted to you anymore.
We would get the message though. We'd be like, "Oh God, I must be getting
Okay,
fat."
a Sony soundbar and wireless subwoofer.
Yes,
I think guys
this is
would love
cool.
that.
absolutely. Yes.
Unless he already has an autofile set up, then that's a bad choice.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
You shouldn't be dating an autofile. That's kind of sus.
I'm saying not specifically like this brand, but the idea of getting your your boyfriend a sound bar, especially the more expensive or anything like that. Guys usually really like that kind of tech and stuff like that. So they usually it turns them on. So it's a good gift.
Yeah, we like booms.
Especially if you like the same kind of music. Yeah, this is good. This is a good whoever, wherever, whenever gift. Okay, Noble ergonomic office chair for Valentine's Day.
No,
Very practical. I mean, if you need a new chair,
unless it's a sex chair. Okay, I got this
Yeah.
chair so we can
Get
practice.
this,
We
and
need to have
then
sex on it.
attach a dildo to the middle, and then boom, you're in business.
I want to get this chair so that we can try having sex on it. That's if that's the message, then that's fine.
Okay. I don't know. I received a chair for a Christmas. Yeah. Frank says this is an awful segment. It's all bought and paid for by advertisements.
It is really, but it's a good grift. I mean,
girlfriend is
Griftcast
hotter than my
approves
coffee
this
mug.
grift.
I don't like this mug.
This is I don't know, cringe.
That's like if you got that for your boyfriend, I would be like, your girlfriend definitely thinks highly of herself, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Maybe a bit narcissistic.
A jerky heart tin. Maybe if they're on keto.
That's not bad. That's not
I
bad
like
because
that.
usually, chicks like chocolate. Guys like beef jerky.
Dude, we get that, eat it in a day, and be like, this was a good gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Okay. AirPods.
I think as long as they like Apple, then yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
If not, get them the other variant. Although those ones from JBL are probably the best. And they're cheaper.
Ooh, a master class. Yeah, this is totally all paid ads. Master class.
No.
100%. We should have gone to that website, Chrissy.
What
This is why
website?
I'm broke.
Oh my gosh. This would be a good shirt for a
Oh.
girl.
Yeah.
Yoda one for me, not for a guy.
That's very
Anna
cute.
would love that.
Bliss. Oh, love coupons. Boys don't like this.
Yeah, I don't want to have to check in a coupon to get some.
Yeah.
I'll just ask and be like, no, oh, okay. Let me go play some video
Audible
game.
subscription. Get out of here.
More reading material. Why are these people trying
here.
to stop people's sex lives?
Ugh. No guy wants this. Eternal Rose. Some girls like this.
Maybe
though.
gay guys, gay guys for gay guys.
Yeah. If these are also butt plugs.
You want to have a rose hanging out of your crotch?
Disney Plus?
No.
Bruh.
Disney Plus. Yeah, no thanks.
Wow.
Magnum ice cream. Oh, just get
If you
the
got a
Magnum.
magnet, no, get a Magnum condoms and then
Look
he'll
how
just feel better.
sexual this ice
Until he puts
cream
it on.
pop is. Look at that.
I mean, I'm
You
not
can
gonna
get
lie, that
both.
looks good. I'm like
does
salivating.
look
Me
good.
too. I am too, X-ray girl. And
I
was
haven't had
hungry,
ice
too.
cream in so long.
Me too.
You know what, Defango? That'd be a good combo, though. You can get Magnum ice cream with Magnum condoms and a little love basket thing.
HelloFresh meals, no. I
Done.
think that's
No.
another
More bouquet.
bouquet. All right, fuck this. Goodbye.
At least
Goodbye.
we get good ideas for people.
Yeah, Patrick Larson, Masterclass Hillary Clinton on how to be a winner. Oh God. Mostly gluten. All us guys want is boobs, booze, and tools.
Sounds
Or you
about
could get him
right.
a master class from Bill Cosby on picking up chicks.
Mm.
Oh my
Look at my
God.
Etsy Armstrong Custom Home. Okay, thanks, Bean Tea. Freely, what's up, Freely? I get excited over cool notebooks. Oh, see,
Oh, that's cute.
it depends. You just have to know your person.
Yeah.
Does she write in them though?
Dear
Wouldn't you
diary.
get more excited if your dude had like naked pictures of himself in the notebook, though? I think you would.
Maybe.
I mean, if he went to the effort to take all them pictures.
Yeah.
See?
Although I think it's kind of gay as a dude to just take naked pictures of yourself.
For your
I think,
girlfriend?
like a guy's
kinda gay.
nudie is not as pretty or beautiful as like
It's
a
not a
female.
masculine activity to take
No.
photos of yourself.
Like how many angles can you take of your like crotch?
No.
37.
37.
Okay.
I don't know, man. Like they do take a lot of dick pics and send them to everybody. So
A dick pic is different than a nude.
I never sent a dick pic to nobody. No, sir.
okay, well then,
Diane
what about
Fan-
dick pics then, Chrissy? Like if you're
Listen,
just
no,
like
No,
putting it.
I think if you're away, if you're on the road, yeah, and then you're both exchanging photos, that's fine.
That's cute.
Okay, I'm gonna blow through some of these. I said that diaphonetic list of what not to do. Defango did nothing wrong. Thank you, Russell.
right, I didn't.
Frame. That's right, I didn't. Rick Reese. Wow, thank you for the 50. All I have to say is don't be blue. Don't be blue.
Don't
I'm yellow.
Bean Tea, I'm a woodworker. Yeah, you are. Chipicus, Steven Singer sells roses that won't wilt. Yes, I have one right here. Thanks, Steven Singer. Oops, it's a balloon animal.
Ooh, that's nice.
Thanks. Yeah, somebody just made this for me today.
Oh, cute.
Steven Singer rose. These I actually prejudged these. I thought these were gay, but they're actually like pretty cool.
Dude, I like them.
They're
That's
so
cool.
pretty.
I'm in like so many different colors.
Oh, I was just gonna ask that. Does it come in different colors?
Yeah, all different. This
What are
one's
the
just kinda
petals
big.
made out of?
Apparently, there's a real rose jammed in here.
What?
What?
Is it like in resin or glass though?
I don't know. I don't know how he does it.
Oh,
I'm
that's
looking at his
cool, man.
Etsy.
I also wish this
Very
was-
pretty.
I like it.
Okay.
How much is that
pretty.
thing? Where'd you get this shit?
I don't remember. He gave this to me for free because he was at Compound Media and I was there and he's just like, here. Maybe $50? 80? But
I'm
they
looking
last
on
life.
Canadian. It's 100.
You got the Canadian
Wow.
surcharge.
I know.
They're pretty cool.
Don't even want to know what shipping will be.
Oh, no.
Tell me about it, X-ray girl.
Andrew Robb, no price is too high for me for romance. Oh, that's the attitude. Thanks, Anthony Robb. John Beck, I don't think Garrus is saying pretend you like it. Feedback is okay, but a what the hell is this attitude is wrong. Okay, fair. The Bob that God made me. Thoughts on Sydney's lawsuit against the Blaze? I think it just sounds like it was a personality conflict between her and Eliza. It doesn't sound like Elijah. Fuck.
Oh, Tim did that
Got
too.
Eliza on the mind.
It's so bad. Yeah, it just sounds like they weren't a match. I don't know that that's something to sue over, but again, like I didn't live that experience. I don't know. I think Elijah's pretty cool and he's a funny dude. So I mean, again, like I work with people who drink at work, make jokes. So it's all stuff that I'm used to. Cock Lucan. She's more like Chef Boyardee ravioli fast and easy. Oh my god.
Bangkok?
Lex Saber. Thanks for the super chat. Cop looks 5. Personality 7. EB looks 6. Personality 9.
-9. -9.
-9.
-9. Wow.
Cop wins. I agree with you on that. Ross H. Look up Officer Judy Hopps. That's her. Who is Judy Hopps?
I don't know.
This better not be nudes. Oh, it's a cartoon. Thank God.
Oh, that's
What a
the cartoon
relief.
from that one Zoo movie, Zootopia.
Oh.
Oh, she's so
Oh.
She's cute. So trustworthy.
So
Yeah,
you're
man.
saying Officer Hopps bangs everybody? Oh.
She's a rabbit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
there's a
true. She's a
reputation.
rabbit. That's true.
What we want to know is, did you do it dog style?
Russell, stop it.
Stop it. A fire wouldn't cause all of Tower 7's key supports, which were made of steel and concrete, to collapse at the same time, causing a perfect implosion.
Email me at hr@griffcast.com and I will send you the files.
Ooh. Fun. Patrick T. Hall's case sounds airtight. Oh my God. Magic Squid. See all this misinformation. Nina believed the weirdo narrative. All these years later, Defango is correct on Building 7.
What?
Diaphanic.
I saw the building come down on the day. And I remember the guy was like, decided to pull the plug.
Polyvinyl chloride, PVC, ROC. We're out of context. Don't know what that means, but thank you. Slag lust. It wasn't chlorine gas. Ethan Ralph just farted. Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Philip Yee, look
That
up
was
the
a low
Hot
blow,
97
man, but good.
Tsunami song. That was stunt. Okay. Incogchito. That's a great name. Maybe it's just me, but with Defango wearing that big cat outfit, it's really freaking me out. That's great. Ross H. Bleep blop bloop. Gang stalking bad. Beep buzz. Laszlo, the instigator, leftists want you in a ditch. Never forget this. Yeah, they want you depressed and poor. R. James, Defango looks like Mikey Esparza of San Diego radio lore. What a specific reference. Jesus Davila, thank you for the thumbs up. Diaphanic. That's a tough one for these guys. They're funny. I hope you're calling us funny. Nick V, Nina, and Brittany remind me of each other. Oh, Brittany is out doing birthday stuff. Charlie D'Angelo, shout out to my boy Manny. Good to see you, bro.
What's up, dude?
You have so many fans.
I feel like Brittany is my sister from another mother.
Oh.
She might be.
Look up Middlemen 2009. Why? Is it porn? R. James, has anyone determined how EB earns cash to live? Well, apparently
Grifting?
somebody found today like 6 or 7 new GoFundMes. In addition to the 2 that we already knew about.
Wow. So she just asks people for money.
Yep.
Yeah, she was always just asking people for money.
Tell us about.
Wait, was it true, Chrissy, that she was doing like car sales or whatever? Or is that a joke?
I haven't looked into it yet.
Oh, okay.
I've seen the picture, but there's no confirmation on it.
Yeah, I thought it was I don't know.
Ghost Crusaders, can Devango please explain how he allegedly created Q and when he stopped? I don't know if it's true or not.
Oh, that's easy. I came up with the idea at DEF CON 2017 with a group of people at a whistleblower meeting. We discussed it and then finally ended up working with a group called MAGA3X, who selected some internet trolls, namely one of them named Microchip, who actually did the posting and stuff. It was only supposed to be going on for a month on 4chan, and then we leaked the password and allowed other people to take it over and move it to 8chan so that we could basically watch and see what they did with it. So I was never involved in any of the posting, only involved with the planning on how it was initially going to start so we could research it over like a couple year period basically. But the actual research on it stopped in 2020, like just before the big event at January 6th. And then everybody switched over into doing something completely different.
Wow. Interesting. Okay. Defango, what makes libertarians so gullible?
I don't know.
Good question.
Actually, that's a great question. I'm not sure if libertarians are gullible. Most of the libertarians that I meet usually just have really interesting ideas that I can identify with, but I'm a realist.
I don't think libertarians are gullible. I don't know. But then again, my go-to is Eric July, and he's definitely not gullible.
Get your girl spent hollow point earrings. They look like flowers. Look them up. Happy Van Gina Day. Thank you. I think I missed a $50 one.
Do you want to see my Valentine's card that I'm going to be posting this year for everyone?
Okay, yes.
Oh.
Isaac does. He loves when you play with your hair. No reaction?
What? I was sharing my screen. I'm sorry. Wait, what the hell? Why is it?
Isaac loves when you play with your hair.
Okay.
Okay. You mean,
There it is.
that's so
Wow.
Wow, that's so
snap.
good. That's so good.
I'm posting that on Twitter.
The Fango did nothing wrong. Thank you, Russell.
Thanks, Russell.
Matthew Hammond. Tillamook mudslide ice cream is the best. Dan Halen, we men are simple folk. We'd be happy with one of those clinky pens where the woman's clothes disappear. Oh my God, I remember those.
Oh, yeah, those are great.
The thing about a D pic is you have to understand that by sending one to a girl, you're probably sending it to every girl she knows as well. Really?
Yes.
Really?
Dude, that's
Girls
not
do
That's
that?
the way I think about it.
When I was like younger, I definitely showed them. I wouldn't have done. I won't do it now, but like,
wow, I've
private.
never done that.
But then again, if a girl sends a guy nudes, he's probably definitely showing that shit to his friends for sure.
well,
Yes.
Oh,
Nina, you've
definitely.
been with your husband for like 20 years, so
I mean, I would show him. I'd be like, look, this dude sent me a dick pic.
What you got?
He's gonna be like, "Oh, is it bigger than mine? Let me see." Oh, it's tiny.
Bob,
He's
just
always
joined.
like, why?
Check the intro. Worth it. Aw, thank you, Bob. That was all Frank. Russell Hall, the whole Brittany versus Bullet Beef seemed unfortunate. Yeah, I know. Understand how it really started. So am what I am. The best thing about the whole Eliza thing is the memes of Tim that has blue hair. That's funny. I enjoy the memes. Ginger Adventure. Too much female diversity. Need Ryan Kindle to enter the stream to make sure this is properly sanctioned. Tina and Effing T got me to get Hogwarts.
Woo!
I haven't bought that yet because I don't want to be stuck playing that for the next 3 weeks.
That's what I'm doing.
you will be
right now.
nothing else.
addicted to
I
it.
got addicted
Oh my
to it.
god.
I know that's why I haven't bought it.
Me
So
and
close
Khalifa
to being
still
done.
uses her name. Just saying. Yep.
By the way, X-Ray girl, Hufflepuff for the win, girl. Yeah, Hufflepuffs.
Hufflepuff. Yeah.
I like that Nina was just hiling for a minute there.
I was. Oh my god, this is
You
true.
were like Hufflepuff.
I was trying to like point. I was trying to point to the corner of the thing, but there you go. See, now we're all connected.
Wait. Am I supposed to be in there? Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Are you a
Wait,
Hufflepuff?
what are you a Hufflepuff though?
I'm a Hufflepuff now.
Okay.
And technically, I have a Harry Potter wand around somewhere. When they put the hat on me at Universal Studios, they put me in Hufflepuff.
Oh, the sorting wand.
Oh really? Oh, okay. Then you are a Hufflepuff.
Nice.
I went there. I got the wand and everything. I thought it was
Excellent.
crazy though because they picked me, but there was like 5-10 other little kids there. But you know what? I never get picked or anything, so I was
Man,
happy.
When I went to Universal Studios, I went to get my wand, and dude, I was so broke when I went. So like when I went to the store and they were like, dude, this like $200 for the wand or something, I was like, I'm out.
Yep.
My ex
I'm out
became
on
a
this
big
one.
fan of Superhead. That woman belongs on Mount Rushmore for best teachers ever. Oh, okay. Marcus Henry, I can't believe you missed the chance of having Renee and X-Ray Girl on at the same time. Oh,
I've heard of her. Sounds cute.
she's great. You guys would get along. Jesus fuck. Flagrant triggers. Another. God damn it. So annoying. Another issue is most relationships are based on everything is hunky dory for too long and fall apart when challenges come up. Yeah, that makes sense. Amish Space Force. Is Frank still going to do the weather after you guys get married? I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Frankie McDonald joke. Wow, Andrew Robb, thanks for the 50. Hey, Chrissy, you know that video you shared with that guy jumping off an icy cliff? I would totally do that to impress my future wife. It's my #1 goal in life to become her greatest fantasy.
Ooh. That was a great video. Where'd you get that?
I don't know. I just found it. I would actually try this too. Yes.
Tefanga, would you do this?
I got 4 million views on this somehow just
I
from
would do
sharing it.
I would do it.
Anyway, so here we go. I would definitely try this. Whoa. Wow. How far do we think this is? Is this like 10 meters up or more?
Damn.
It's got to be like 20.
It's more, yeah.
That's more. That's scary.
Woo. That made me cold.
Wow, shrinkage. Wow, that's so cool.
All I can think is don't belly flop. Oh my god.
Well,
Wow.
anytime you're doing high diving, you have to either land on your feet or like pike in all the way because that you're gonna smack really hard and it just breaks the surface tension of the water.
Yeah.
Wow.
That could break your skin too, right?
Not your skin. No, if you close up all the way, you'll be all right. You gotta just like make sure you can't fuck up that landing though, because you'll be hurt.
You dead?
Not dead.
Just pucker up your butthole. You'll be fine.
It's just like you'll be bruised. It's no big deal. You'll live.
When I
Oh.
first played this video, the first time you shared it, I thought it was a video from like God of War because that guy looked like the character from God of War, and then I was like, wait, that's a real guy. Like, it was fun. It's crazy.
He's jacked.
Russell Hall,
Yeah.
rules exist to help us say no. Fork you. Okay, Russell. Marcus Henry, where is everybody? We're right here. Clint Torres, Chrissy, did Alex Stein forward the super chat to you that I sent to him on his first episode? If not, he owes you $19.99. No, but he should keep that. Dreeds, lunatic. Sorry, Chrissy, but Dontarius's boobs are bigger. I agree. K-Max, speaking of chemistry and personality issues, Chrissy, did the same happen with Opie and Anthony? By the end of the show, both could not stand each other. No lawsuits, though, I don't think. Yeah, they just grew apart. And also, like, Opie did not stand up for Anthony when he got fired from Sirius, and he should have. Russell Hall, do you know Dontarius' physical address? No. Why, you want to send him a shirt? Leaps Shin Talks. You could probably DM him through, like, Instagram or Twitter. Hey, I don't want to get political, but Leap Shin Photography isn't Eliza tier. It's SimpCast tier. I hope that's a compliment. Mark Zart, Shane needs to go back to journalism school. I agree. Daniel Jagger, would Alex consider dressing up as Frank Lutz? All right. Alex never came on. I'll have to ask that to him another time. Russell Hall, by the way, I recommend Dontarius switch to edibles. It's more low-key, and they pack a little more of a kick, to be honest. Ehaf, if I ever meet Gavin, I'm going to ask him to sign my phone while someone's calling it. That's silly. Mr. Self-Destruct. Did anybody else see Gavin's movie, How to Be a Man? No, but I would totally watch it. David Lowe, Chrissy, do you have any love for the late, great Andy Kaufman? Yes.
Andy Kaufman's great.
Marcus Henry, Chrissy, I see your tweet went viral. Yes. We like by the axe. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think it just caught the algorithm in a way. Riley Grant, okay, I'm advocating for a professional burp league. She's a national treasure. Yeah, Brittany's the best. Bishops, happy birthday, Venti and Abe. Thank you. Sega Nerd, happy birthday, Brittany Venti. Thank you, Sega Nerd. Whoo! Okay, that's all of them.
Cecil just dropped one.
There were some new ones.
Wrong. Thank you, Russell. God damn it. This is so hard when I'm the only one keeping track of this. Okay. Did I do this? Rick Reese. All I have to say is Blue. Thank you, Rick.
I have to go, but I wanted to say thank you for inviting me on the show.
Yes. So much
Nice
for
meeting
coming
you.
on. I
Nice
hope
meeting
everything's gonna be okay. I hate that people have been kind of libeling you, but it seems like you've been in this long enough to know how to deal with it and stand up for yourself.
I'm handling it pretty well. You know, it's fine. It happens. And you know what? If not, I might be rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could afford a couple, like maybe a new lion suit, maybe one that's washed.
This was just burnt, actually. That's from fire when I caught on fire wearing this thing.
If this is what you wear on laundry day, do you ever wash that?
Yes.
Okay. Doesn't look like it.
I know. But we'll see you later, y'all. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye, ladies.
Bye. Oh, I insulted his lion costume. Now he's gone. One group, Brittany Venti went over some Elijah Schaefer sexual assault allegations. I wonder if the Sydney lawsuit has to do with that. no, I think they're two totally different things because I don't think Elijah assaulted or allegedly did anything to Sydney. I think it was more just like jokes she had a problem with. Magic Squid, Nina, were you there? If not, you seem to have seen Loose Change. Have you seen Screw Loose Change, where they debunk it and clearly show the back of B Building 7, which showed the building was basically gutted?
No, I wasn't there.
Good answer. XSL, Rini, and XRG are media illiterate. Should team up. Oh, you're just saying that.
Oh,
Asian.
I live in the clouds.
The Bob that God made. Chrissy, you should see if Dave Smith would be a guest on SimpCast. It would be interesting. I've been trying to get in touch with him for years, and he's, I guess, too big and important for me. But
Who's Dave Smith?
he's a comedian. He's on the Legion of Skanks podcast. He's like big in the libertarian world. I think he might be the libertarian candidate when they run for president in 2024. Very
Is
smart.
Chrissy cutting out, or is it
Yeah,
just
she's
me?
cutting out for me too.
Oh my!
I can't fucking hear you.
I know.
Okay, it's much better.
Better.
What the fuck? Okay, Cecil says, hello, all driving to Chicago halfway there. Please stay on for another 7 hours to keep me awake. Thanks. Oh my God.
Good luck with your drive.
Stop for coffee as much as you can. Roll the windows down. Sometimes I'll like hit myself in the face to stay awake on a long
Play
drive.
some metal music or something.
Yeah, play Metallica. Yeah.
What are you going to Chicago for, Cecil? It's crazy. Is
Are
there
you
like
gonna
an
go
event going
interview Eliza Bleu?
Oh.
Uh-oh. See, finally a real journalist is on the case.
Is there an event going on or something in Chicago? I don't know.
Van Gogh was LARPing with a Q story. Oh. Yeah, it's hard to catch up on Defango's backstory. I feel like there's so much to know.
Yeah.
But he seems like a good dude. And wow. What a show, guys. You know what time it is. Hold up.
Time for clubbing.
Time for no.
Oh, it's like
oh.
It seems like such like chill music.
Let me see if I can. Very low. This is used for the lo-fi stream when we were watching Eliza's. Hopefully, go down. Yeah, let's do something upbeat. Jesus, fuck. That's too much.
Wow.
I hate this. All right. No. Okay. That's not it. He added so many more songs. All right. Now it's time for the SimpCast rave. Everybody's favorite part of the show.
Ooh.
Exiting Girl. Wait, before Exiting Girl. Guys, I got some shows coming up. I got a lot of shows coming up. I'm going to be in California at the end of the month. I'll be in Pasadena on the 23rd and San Diego 24th and 25th. Buy tickets at ChrissieMayr.com. Watch me on Compound.
You gotta turn off the music. You're getting cut out.
I cannot hear you at all, Chrissy.
Fuck.
The music was overpowering you.
I gotta on it and restart. All right, I'll be on Wet Spot tomorrow, Monday on Compound Media at 7 p.m. Eastern. Keanu Thompson will be on the show, plus another couple of adult film stars. Of course, Friday Night Tights, Fridays at 4 o'clock on Neurotics channel. And that's all from me for now. X-Ray Girl.
Ooh, find me X-Ray Girl on YouTube, Rumble Locals. And yeah, I'll be playing Hogwarts Legacy.
Is it really
you, Chrissy?
Should I get into it even though I'm not a video game person?
Absolutely, you should. Well, do you like Harry Potter?
I'm okay with it. I feel like neutral to neutral positive about it.
If you like or love Harry Potter, it's an absolute
Like, I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan. I like it, and I'm loving this game.
It's so fun. It's so fun. I'd say.
Oh, there we go.
Get it.
Something I'm familiar with.
My favorite song. Nina Infinity. Why don't you tell everybody where they can find you while they're feeding the ducks.
You can find me on my channel, Nina Infinity, and on Twitter, Nina7Infinity. And thanks for having me on, Chrissy. Always a fun.
It was fun. So much for coming on. I was like so relieved when you guys showed up. So I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry it was so late, but
Like, don't worry at all, because I'm like, Ellie has to leave soon. Then it's just gonna be me, and things are gonna get weird. And then you guys showed up, and everything was good. Oh, you know what? Maybe I have too many tabs open.
Oh, your audio?
Close them down, girl.
Can that really affect your audio?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so. I think it's just StreamYards.
Yeah, probably.
Thank you to the chat for your comments and questions and super chats, of course. And also thank you to the chat for helping us raise $2,570 to the Polaris Project.
Dang!
On our fundraising stream. We used YouTube's new fundraising function to just went straight to the thing. This is very exciting.
Yes. Did BX Bullet try to charity shame you again?
No, I think she's completely off the internet at this point.
Oh yeah, that's right. She's gone now.
She's gone now. Everything's okay. Guys, thank you for watching SimpCast. I'm like SimpChat.
SimpChat.
Show. We'll see